Wow, look at all these peeps in my channel. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm getting the homepage love again. Thank you so much to Twitch for bringing all these epic people on my channel. Welcome, everybody. My name is Kismet. I did do my cut, by the way, mods, just a heads up. So we're going to be going probably about another 3 hours or so. We're going to try to unlock our oil. And thanks for coming in. If you are pressing on that homepage, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Say, Kismet, I'm from the homepage, or put a 1 in the chat so I know you're from the homepage. Just so I can see how many people are coming through. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out on my channel. My name is Kismet. I am a partner streamer here on Twitch. I was disabled 5 years ago. I am no longer bedridden, though I can get up and move around, though I am still considered to be disabled. I still have sleep apnea and vertigo. It will never go away in my life. I will have to live with it, as many people do, with many different conditions in their life. And that's okay. I've come to terms with it. I will just do what I need to do every single day and continue to do what I love to do, no matter anything else that happens. Notice how I'm clearing all of the resources here. By the way, just in that little bit of time, look how much is already created. 291 in all 4 of these boxes. All 4 of those boxes have 291 now. That's pretty crazy, right? Or 243 in that case. Because that one we started late. But look at how much resources it's already made in just that little bit of time. Very, very cool. Now what we're going to start doing is consolidating all of our resources around our hub. We're going to start building another level. We're going to start working on unlocking some more achievements and whatnot, or milestones. And we're going to go ahead and work on our personal storage, which is going to give us more inventory slots. And we have more than enough now. Look at that. 500. Easy. 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 Unlocked. Boom. Now we have the ability to do personal storage.
Additional storage options.
So we no longer need those, right?
R&D inflated your pocket dimension and developed a personal storage box accessible in the build menu.
Let's get to it. Bars. Bump. In there. Then these. Then some concrete. Right? Now what does this allow us to do? It allows us to take this out. Now we got whatever's in there. Oh, look at all that, right? And same thing again. Look, we've got bars. All right, bars. What do we got here? I got none of those. What do we got here? Oh, plates. All right, boop. What do we got over here? All right, so now we're able to unlock that. Now we have a cooldown time on what we can do next. But I feel like we're going to be able to crush whatever's next. Conveyor walls, which I don't really need. Those are a waste. Scanner, waste. Parts assembly, eventually. Jump pads, waste. I feel like parts assembly is the thing we want to do. Now, we have to eventually unlock these so that we can go to the next stage. So we will unlock those eventually, but what do I feel like I want to do first? Really none of this. None of this right now is really going to help me. And the reason why is because it's going to be so slow to do the assembler and to do modular frames that in the long run, it's really not going to help me. But you can get your assemblers going. You can start to do some rotors and modular frames and all that stuff, because we do have plenty of extra resources. Oh, it's coming down right now. I hear it. Here it comes. Woo, crazy driver. Who's driving that thing? Why didn't you just come down the right way when you were coming down? Why come down and then turn around? Why not just come down the way you're supposed to come down? I'm just saying, more efficient. I'm just throwing out some efficiency thing that can be improved by corporate. There we go. Hey, Kismet, what's up? I John Heads. Put a 1 in the chat. Well, welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, consider hitting that follow button right up there. I do a lot of building games, play a lot of RPG games. I play fantasy games. I play space games. I play all sorts of stuff here in the stream. We're going to be playing some, of course, God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn and all that stuff, because it was on sale, and I never had a console before, and those are like some of the best games of the year, where we can be playing a bunch of those as well. As of course, right now we're playing a lot of Satisfactory. We're playing, of course, Fallout 76, though I've played all of the Fallouts. I do love the multiplayer of Fallout 76. I love the perk system. Can it be improved? Absolutely. There's lots of stuff they could do to improve that game, and they're working away on it. It's one of those games you play, and you're like, okay, this is an online game. It's going to, over time, it's going to get better. And that's what's nice about online games, is that they do continue to evolve, as opposed to some games which they say, okay, here's your game, and then they're done with it, right? And then you're like, oh, God, right? And there's bugs, there's all these issues that need to be fixed. That's always a bummer. That's always a bummer when that happens. All right, so the thing we want to work on is just to unlock this stuff, just to unlock it, right? We don't need any of this right now. I mean, I don't need any of this. I could just say, you know what, screw that. But we want to unlock it just to unlock it, just so we can go to the stuff that we do want in the later tiers. Now, I have a bunch of other stuff here that I can go ahead and just drop right over here. Where did that concrete go? Where'd you go? Number 1? No. Number 4, right there. It would be nice if you could put labels on these boxes, too. Or just say on the side, concrete, bars, whatever it is, right? You can just type in, remind yourself a little bit of a note. Now, this is going to be kind of my miscellaneous one over here. I'm just going to store all that because I'm not going to use any of that right now. Just store it over there. And let's go ahead and check in on our thing here. Thanks so much for dropping the follow button, or dropping the Dragon Hammer on the follow button. Pank Sang coming in. We got Tates coming in, as well as Mrs. Demeanor. Oh, wow, great name. Thanks so much for dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Wasteland Tycoons. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Appreciate you being in my stream. I try to bring you a little positivity, a little bit of fun. We learn the deep game mechanics so you can put fat stacks of loot in your pockets. In fact, you're going to have so much loot in your pockets, you're going to be overburdened like I am all the time in game. I am so overburdened, I even have my own emote for being overburdened. How does one get on the front page 2 days in a row like yourself? I get on the front page by 1, not cussing every other word. 2, by working for basically going on 5 years of being a streamer and going on the recommended page because I am a partner streamer. So they do put you on there as a partner streamer, as a streamer that they can trust that you're not going to do something really that's against the TOS. Now, this doesn't mean you can't just, you know, cuss and still be on the homepage, which you absolutely can. But you know, it's going to be a little bit more risky if you're using, you know, racial slurs or if you're using sexualized stuff all the time. It's going to be a little bit tougher. But you can totally do that. There's plenty of top-tier streamers that are on the top of Twitch who use foul language and, you know, talk like they're in the locker room, that kind of thing. But I don't do that because I'm just not like that. Right? I'm no saint when it comes to swear words, though. I have sweared more than anybody probably alive. I used to do that when I was young. I found it, you know, like second nature because everybody around me used to do the same thing. And then I started to notice as I got older that it makes people uncomfortable. And my job is not to make people uncomfortable. My job is to hang around with people that I enjoy and relax and take it easy. And here on this stream, a lot of people watch my stream while they're doing their homework, while they're eating food, while they're playing other games, things like that. When they're hanging out with their family, might be watching me on the TV or something like that, or might be cleaning their house while they're listening to me do whatever. A lot of people listen to my stream as a podcast as well as I go along. Let's hit confirm on this and see what the next part is.
Barrel nuts can be added to the object scanner catalog after unlocking the new blueprint in Hub Tier 1.
Cool. So we got a new blueprint there unlocked. And again, we're playing this for the 4th time through. We got all the way to nuclear power and all that stuff, and I thought, I could do way better the next time. What can we do to maximize our efficiency, go as fast as we possibly can from the very beginning to get to where we want to be. And that's what we're doing right now. Just kind of optimizing our gameplay. And again, you don't have to be in that much of a hurry in this game. Notice I'm starting to use that again. I'm going to put that there for now. Alright, so we need to put this stuff in here. Now, here's a thing to do to have boxes full of this stuff. So you can take a couple of these out. Take a couple of these out. Take a couple of everything out when you start expanding your inventory. Then you're not constantly running back all the time to get it. And this is what I want all my resources to do to end up right next to my hub. Right? And the thing we need most right now is the ability to do lots and lots of concrete because I want to build out this big old thing. So we want to get that going. We also want to keep this going constantly over here, upgrading and going to the next thing and the next thing as well. So we'll let that run. That'll be done in about 2 minutes. We'll come back to the next one.
To ensure optimal use of space, navigation, and tidiness.
Now look at this. We got 2 of them. We can search for barrel nut or for berries. So let's go ahead and select that one. Oh, we just need our berries. So let's get our berries over here. What's the other one? I think that was the other one we just did. Was these barrel nuts. All right, then over here. We got our other one going, so we're going to need that in a minute. Let's go ahead and clear this out because we no longer need this one. Let's go ahead and take this. We'll take all this out. There we go. So instead of using the big containers, we can start using the small containers to hold all of our random loots. And then this over here, I usually keep all the stuff I'm researching, right? Like this, we keep this stuff over here, maybe some power cores, maybe the stuff here. And again, we need some berries or barrel nuts, but we can't do it again for another minute. We'll put that in there, be fine. We also probably need to end up making some more fuel because I feel like we're getting pretty low. Yep, right over there. So let's go ahead and I like to keep the workbenches out here. Right out here outside where I can just run and grab it and do whatever I need to do. Woo, we got tons of biomass here. Now our goal now is to get past this tier of stuff that we're really not using and get to the next tier, which is going to help us a lot. Look at all that biofuel. That's a lot of biofuel. Again, that's just from randomly running around just in this little area we are right here. And we can get a whole lot more if we want. Oh, there's a bunch more leaves there. Hold on, let's do those leaves too while we're at it. Now I could create a system that would do this, but that system costs fuel to make it run and resources. I feel like whenever I'm making biofuel, it's kind of a waste because I get out of biofuel and then I'll have perpetual power in just a bit here, which will make this all run a lot easier. And when we have that perpetual power, that's when we'll be a super powered here for sure. Meanwhile, it's off making all of this stuff, which I'm going to use in the next tier here in just a moment. In just a moment. That is a lot of biofuel. That is some sweet amount of biofuel. And almost done. He's a Twitch legend. I seriously doubt that one. I seriously doubt that one. But thank you for your kind aggrandizing my role here on Twitch. And some people come in and say, Kismet, do you think you'll ever be, have 10,000 people on your channel or be the top of Twitch? I seriously doubt it. I just do what I love to do, which is play games, bring you guys a little bit of joy in your day, bring you a little positivity, because everybody's been stepping on you all day long, I'm sure. Yeah, your boss is a jerk, maybe the girlfriend or the spouse been driving you crazy, maybe you just had a terrible day just driving home from work, all the jerks on the road, whatever it is. You want to just chill. You want to chill and do some pastime, like watching some Twitch. That's what I like to do. I will watch Twitch just as much as I stream on Twitch. So that's what I try to do, bring a little bit of joy into people's lives. That's just me. Tier 2 miner can feed 3 smelters or 2, starting to optimize the foundry. Exactly. We're going to get to those tier 2 miners. We'll get to them. And again, I've already played all the way through to the top tier items and whatnot. But I haven't gone out and collected all the things of the thing. I can't wait to see what that's all about. Don't tell me. Don't backseat game me. I can't wait to get there and figure that out as well. All right, we got to stop talking and start feeding some fuel in here or we're going to run out. We're at 17. Let's do it. Let's just max that sucker out. Max this sucker out over here. Now, the cool thing is we actually only have 4 things of power. Oh, actually, speaking of power. Take out that tree. Out the way you go, tree. Again, and one of my favorite things is to cover up this thing that I almost fall down every single time. There we go. All right, how's our fuel doing over here? Let's see. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's go ahead and cut this fuel. Let's sort it first. It's going to combine all the fuel together. Then we'll cut that one in half and put that in there. Then we'll cut this one in half. We'll put that in there. And then now we know how much to equally feed them together. We can sort that, put that back together, and put that in there. Roughly about 190. That's going to run for a while. We can let that go, do its thing. I think by now our thing is back. We can go check that again. Notice how I leave the little gap. That's so I can jump over the gaps like that. Makes it a lot easier. All right, let's check. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we're ready. Let's go ahead and grab our berries out of here. Let's go ahead and unlock that next thing. Fire it off. Boom. Now, the cool thing about unlocking these is there's no cooldown time. So now you can unlock these pretty quickly. Our object scanner stuff here. Select a milestone. Put those in there. Do that. Good to go. All right, so those ones you don't have to do. Now these over here, we need a lot of wire. We need a lot of iron plates and whatever, but we know we got that, right? We know we got all that. Easy mode. Watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Drop all that in there. Drop it in there. Drop it in there. We got some wire right there. You're like, ah, Kismet, you don't have enough. Oh, yeah, I do. Right over here. Look at this. Watch this. Got plenty of that. Plenty of this. What else we need? Wire. We're going to make tons of that because you know what? We're making so much wire over here. We can make so much cable, it ain't even funny. And I have some back over there that I can use. But I just want to see how many it's already made. It's made 637 while I was gone. So let's just grab all of this and take this with us. And you're like, Kismet, why don't you just run a conveyor over there? Oh, we're going to do that. We're going to get that going in just a moment. Let's get upgraded first. Then we'll start working on that. Let's take a look at our concrete over here. Looking sexy. Let's grab it. Let's just go ahead and keep it in our boxes over here so we know where it's at. Or even better, let's just direct feed. Let's sort this. Let's get this stuff out of here. This and this back in there. And let's go ahead and get the rest of all this stuff. Where's it at? Right here. Get the rest of that in there. And we need to make some wire over here. But look at this. We got so much of this, we can make 1,400 wire by ourselves. Now, we could go to the next level and have it start to make wire for us. But I can literally make so much of this wire. And when I start doing this wire, I get so backlogged with this wire that I could fill up 20 boxes of this by the time I get to the next stage. So I don't even bother. I just make a bunch myself whenever I need it for now. And there we go. Next one unlocked. Big red button. All right. Now we got about 6 minutes we have to wait.
Milestone reached. More complex assembly
Shoo!
parts can
Get out of
now
my
be
base!
automated.
Get out of my base! Shoo, shoo! Go on. Go on. Shoo! Go away. Shoo, shoo. Don't sit on my base. That's a non thing there. So what's your favorite part? Favorite game you've streamed so far? Tough question, I know. One of my favorite games is Fallout Shelter. I absolutely love that game. Some Fallout 4, of course. I've streamed all the Fallouts at one point or another. We've, retro play some of those. But my favorite one would definitely be the one that started it all, would be Fallout Shelter, I would say. But there are just so many games I've played now, right? I've played Astroneer. I've played 7 Days to Die, one of my favorite games of all time now. Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Satisfactory. Oh, man, the list goes on and on. I literally could list off 100 different games that I've played here on stream. And some of them I play just so to show you guys a little bit about the game. And, maybe if you're interested in the game, you can go ahead and order it up if you want. But mainly the games that I play are around Fallout or around building games or surviving games. It usually has to have some sort of building element to it. If it has a building element to it and has a really good or decent storyline, I'm down. I'm cool with that. But I love building. Building is one of my favorite things to do in games, and build massive at an insane level. Sponge Stack coming in, showing the love. Brand friendly professional. That's me. I know, huh? Pog. There we go. Surprising, right? Surprising that people on Twitch don't cuss every other word. There you go. Good morning. Restart. Exactly, AJ. Restarted from scratch. We've been going on this particular playthrough for 3 hours and 20 minutes. We're crushing it. We're destroying it. I mean, I could be doing even better if I wasn't talking to you guys, but that's okay. We're not in that big of a hurry. I'm not trying to impress everybody that much. I'm just having fun building it and just working on the most efficient thing first. And then as we're working, it's doing stuff as well. And if we see trees that are in our way, we'll just chainsaw. I am. Just enough fuel to do it. Okay, so now we're going to run into a fuel problem. So we need to get this running, or we need to go collect a bunch more fuel. One or the other. We gotta get Boogie in here, right? So we got 3 minutes left on this one. How many more we got to go? We got 2 more to go in this, and then we can go ahead and work on the next one. So we're going to go ahead and select this next milestone. And we can't put anything in there yet. Notice it's not showing it until that comes back in about 3 minutes. But we know we got plenty of that. So let's just make some more cable while we're waiting. That'll give us something to do. We'll make another 100 of those babies. And we'll sort that so it's all together. And we're good. All right, awesome. Do we got anything we can put in here? We put a little bit of that in there. And then over here, we're going to just put our just kind of miscellaneous stuff. We got all of these things in there. Let's put that in there. A little bit of fuel, maybe. Some wood in there. We got some limestone and stuff right here. I feel like we just want to use that stuff up. Let's go ahead and use the rest of this up, too, so we just don't have it sitting around. I hate to have random loot sitting around in there, so I'm just going to burn it up for us to use later. Oh, that was fail. That was some click fail. Let's go ahead and burn it up. You turn it into iron ingots. And we'll turn the rest of these into copper. Just so we don't have a box full of this stuff. I really hate having extra resources. I would rather it be so efficient that I had no extra resources and it would just run and make the stuff that I wanted to make. But you always end up with extra resources because you're building something, you're doing something else while it's backlogging a whole bunch of other resources. But you can always create like a side conveyor where you just pump all the extra stuff in there and it will burn it up. But you do want to keep some extra for you, which we're going to do here in a second. We're going to build a whole area that's just for my hub. I'll build my hub, and around my hub, I'm going to build where all the resources come in directly to the hub, where I only got to turn around and say, okay, there's something in this box, something in that box, what do I need, that kind of thing. More for me to use, so I can keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading along the way, which is great. And then I can always split it and send it somewhere else if I want to. If I so choose. Well, let's not keep a whole box of this stuff laying around. Burn it up. So yeah, we restarted again. We did get all the way up to nuclear power and all of that stuff. And I did have a pretty decent sized base going. Kind of small, what I think. Small compared to what I'm going to be doing in this playthrough. This playthrough will be the mega playthrough. Well, we go through and we tap all the resources. We send all the resources in. We try to push it to a limit in which the game begs for mercy. Which we will definitely do. This game will be begging for some serious mercy at some point. And we were going to be doing a different technique where we build around the nodes. We build the base of what we're looking for around those particular nodes. And then we run it up to the second level where we will then build all the machinery. And then keep kind of going from there as well. Yeah, I hear it coming back. Yeah, it's coming back. We got 20 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I tried. It didn't work. No problem, Ratherwall. Boom, there we go. The second it shows up, clicky, click, click. Let's get that in there. Gonna need some more iron plates. Gonna need some more things, but luckily, we got it right out here. Right out here. More iron plates. More iron bars. And I try to keep a couple stacks on me, because if you get too many on you, then it's annoying, because your thing is always full. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna say, I thought I brought enough. And next one off.
Milestone.
Now I'll select this one as a milestone straight away.
Traversal, including several different
oh, now we need some different stuff, right?
Be accessed in the build menu.
We need some different stuff
during use of these products.
So I'm just going to go ahead and burn up these resources to make iron plates. I have more than enough iron rods, that's for sure. So let's use up these resources as iron rods. There we go. Copper ingots, let's go ahead and burn those out a little bit more. We got 3 minutes, we got plenty of time before we need to do this. And then we need a bunch of reinforced iron plates, so we're going to need a ton of screws. We need, a ton of screws right now. Let's just go ahead and get those going. Alright, got those ready. Again, see how quickly all of a sudden we've ramped up? I feel like every tier is like that. You got to really ramp it up, every single tier, to get this stuff going. You definitely want to just keep ramping it up and ramping it up and ramping it up, and then you get to a point where you just, every time you have an upgrade, boom, you can do the upgrade. Boom, 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 and you're just upgrading like crazy. But there will be stall points, right? There's going to be a lot of stall points along the way. And while we're waiting, let's do some more copper ingots. Do some more copper. Burning up that copper there. Oh, is it going to get done, or are we going to be too full? Let's find out. See, like I got one of these. I feel like I just want to throw it away. Just throw it away. If you got one of something, I feel like just throwing it away. There we go. Hey, did you know we have a chocolate waffle bar here in Finland named Kismet? Look at my sponsor down below, Sterix. Look who my sponsor is. Just scroll down. Scroll down the page. Take a look. Gonna blow your mind, bro. And when you see who it is, come back and let me know in the chat. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, right, Sterix? If you're new to my stream, I actually have my sponsor, who is the amazing chocolatier from Finland, Phaser, right? Of course, I'm sure it's said very differently in Finnish than it is in bad English. And they give me 1,000 candy bars every single year to give to all of you at TwitchCon. So if you're at TwitchCon, come find me, and I'll give you a free chocolate bar. That's right. Actually, maybe a couple of them. Along with a whole bunch of other stuff from my sponsors here in the stream, like bottle caps and other fun stuff. I hope you enjoy. I will find you for the chocolate. There we go. Or you can find my mods, by the way. These mods right here, if we can get them to TwitchCon. We're getting close, though. Know that all donations here in the stream are going to my mods to get them to TwitchCon for their airfare, for their tickets, and for their hotel stay. So if you would like to contribute, even $1 does help, or a couple bits or whatever it is. Know that you never have to donate in my stream. It's not required in any way. But this is something kind I do for them every single year for all the hard work they do behind the streams, because they're always helping me with stuff, and also taking a look at the chat. And that's why my chat is so amazing. My computer, also part of my community, is so amazing as well. There we go. Look at that. Boom. Got that done. Here it comes. 13 more seconds. We got to be on the standby. What are we looking for? Oh, we got that all on us right now. Look at that. We already ready. We ready. 3 seconds. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Boom. Boom. Look at this efficiency. We're just so insanely efficient today. Big red button. Boom.
Milestone reached. After medical consultation, additional buildings aimed at factory traversal have been added. Walkways can now be accessed in the build menu.
Okay, so we unlocked all of this stuff, right? Tier 0, Tier 1, Tier 2, but wait a minute. Why can we not get to Tier 3? Well, that's because we've got a bit of a bottleneck now. Now, this is where you hit the bottleneck of the game. Right here at Tier 3. It is called the Space Elevator. Now, we're not going to do the Space Elevator for right now. What we're going to do first is we're going to build a whole nother level to our base. And then we're going to come back to the Space Elevator so we can unlock the next tier in just a bit. But the first thing we want to do is, of course, watch out that we don't have too much resources on us, that it's going to make it incredibly difficult. So we're going to go ahead and take some of this stuff out of here. Maybe this copper out of there. That's not going to do us any good. This miner out of there. That's not going to do us any good as well. Maybe the limestone. There we go. Don't need that. Screws and all this other stuff. We might need that later. We'll hang on to that for a sec. Meanwhile, it's been making a ton of stuff everywhere. So let's go ahead and look over here and see what we're making. Told you it was going to make a ton of those bars, right? I told you. Ton of those bars in there. Whee! Then over here, it's been cranking out these plates the whole time we've been busy doing something else. Boom. Tons more plates. Done. How about concrete? Let's go check that. We'll see what we got. Concrete. Boom. Now here's what's going to happen very, very soon. I don't have to run around and collect it no more. It's going to come to me instead of me going to it. Right? That's what we want to do next. I'm going to go ahead and just store all this stuff kind of randomly in here now. We need to decide what are we going to do next. Now the next thing that I'm going to be doing here in my base is taking it up to a higher level. Right? Up above where we are currently right now. Now, if I wanted to match up to this higher level over here, I will need to kind of pre-think it out okay, what's the highest level item that I have going right now? Which is currently this item right here. This is the highest level thing that I have going in my entire base because it's raised up a bit. and it's running all the way across there. So if I want to run it without running into that, I would need to run it that high. Now, I could run it even higher, so I could be up over the top of these trees. You can see these trees are pretty high here. So I can look at that and say, okay, I want to have it that high. Or I could say, screw it, I don't even care about this side. I'm going to build it out that way. Whatever you want to do, it's your thing. It's your thing. I'm going to take this out. I no longer need this. I can take that out. There we go. I do like to take stuff out when I'm not using it and just use that resource elsewhere. I'm not going to build along the ground here. I'm actually going to build up a level. So I feel like we're going to look around a little bit, try to decide where we want to be. Now, we could build up at a mountainside, right? We could build up as high as those mountains, right? Up over the top of all this stuff if we wanted to. But I feel like the smart thing to do is to match it to this height over here. Oh, hello there, little buddy. Oh, you're so cute. You little lizard doggo. You're like, Kismet, what does that do? I don't know. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I haven't got to that yet. It's like a little dog. Like a cute little doggy. We'll get to that later. So right now we want to do this. So we're going to go ahead and base our height level off of this right here. So let's go ahead and start with our walls here. We're going to need more concrete. Got to run back, get some concrete. Again, you got to do a little bit of running at the beginning of the game, or a lot of running at the beginning of the game. I meant to bring all my concrete, but I forgot. It was my bad. My bad. Just going to take it back out of there again. It's not in there. There it is. Control to drag it out. Control to drag it out. There we go. And let's store all, and then we can just drag it straight out again. So all I'm really going to be doing is working with the concrete for right now. And trying to find this height level, then rematching it back the other way. We're going to be doing a little bit of that on and off. Right over here. So again, now we're going to go ahead and go into our building. I'm going to go ahead and hit 5, which is going to convert my wall into my number 5 on my mouse. I can just press 5 on the side on my Naga, which is pretty sweet. And then we're up. I put my plates back too. That's the other thing I needed. Plates. It's okay if you make mistakes in life, everybody. Just keep rolling on. I make up plenty of them. Plenty of them. All right, plates. Take all. Take all. No plates in there. All right, you know what? We'll just be smart here. We'll just go ahead and grab a little bit of everything else, right? We'll grab a little bit of that. We'll grab a little bit of this. We'll take our wire. Let's see. If we need to make some more wire, bring these screws. If we need to make some more wire, we'll bring our copper with us. There we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. We're making a little more balanced run there. I feel like I want to fill this in right there. All right. Attempt number 3. Here we go. All right. All right. Let's keep going. All right. And then we want to go ahead and look at what platforms we can do. Let's do the small ones here. So let's put those at 6. And now what we're going to do is we're going to build it from down here. Can we build it over the top? Oh, yeah. Looks good. We can even probably come down maybe a level. Let's see. Trick is you build right over the top of it and see if it will allow you to build over the top. If you can, then you're good. All right, so yeah. And then, of course, we can take it back out again. Now, the greatest thing about this game is it lets you make mistakes, right? All this I'm taking back out. I don't lose any of these resources. These resources I get all back. One of my favorite parts of the game. Some games penalize you for making mistakes. You have to, you lose half your resources or whatever it is when you take something out. I really like this idea. This idea is the best. Let's take out that top wall. And there we go. All right, that's about good enough. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and back paste this way. Get an idea. And you're like, Kismet is floating. Whoa! Uh-oh. And I'm dead. Apparently, there was an open spot. See, I fell down the open spot. There was one open spot, and I fell down it. Now I got to respawn. There we go. Oh, look at that. I don't think I've seen that before. Uh-oh. I'm going to just die again. Yeah. Now, this is a bug in the game right here. See, this is how I keep respawning underneath there. This is early access. So here's what you do. You go ahead and you quit out to the main menu. Confirm. Hopefully we saved recently. Then load game. Oh, sorry. Load game. Mega build. It's auto-saved right here. We're about 3 hours in. Load. And let's do it. Let's see how long ago we saved. Now, of course, we probably should have saved before we started that, but that's okay. We have to redo it. We have to redo it. But it typically saves quite often. See, right there. Now we don't have to go back and get our loot back. We don't have to do all of that. And sometimes it does get bugged. No problem. We'll watch where we're walking this time. And again, that's a great feature of the game as well, too. If you feel like, yeah, you know what, I don't want to redo all of that, or I don't want to go down and get all my stuff again, that's a great way to redo. All right, get a do-over. Get a do-over. Now, some people play hardcore, right? You know, one death and that's it, right? You got to start over from scratch. I never play that way. I don't like permadeath. That's not my thing. Now, again, this is where it was, right? Oh, I just about fell again. This is where it was, right over here. Right down into that chasm we went and died. But we'll try to be smarter this time. You live and learn. Don't be afraid to die in this game, by the way. You can always reload, or you can just run back and get your stuff. You start with nothing anyway, so, you know, if you lose something, no big deal. Let's keep running. Over here. Alright, you're like, Kismet, you're going to leave it like that? This is not lined up to this and all of that? No, I'm taking all this out. This is all going bye-bye. Except for the miners. I'm just trying to find the level at which I need to go up, right? How far up do I need to go? Now, this is not going to match up to that, right? It's not going to match up height-wise. So we're going to have to try to get close, like that. Close to the height, and then we're going to go ahead and say, okay, we put that in, up's a little low, right? So let's go up one more. And get it up, like that, and then, okay, it's a little bit higher than the one we did. But at least it's going to be high enough so where it doesn't run into that one on that side. And now this one is going to be the standard, not this other one. So all I did was run it over here to figure out where it's a little bit higher than it. It's going to be higher than all of these for sure. And it's going to be higher than everything over here. And then look at this, how you can take it all away from remotely. Get all that concrete back, which we're going to use here in a minute. Try not to hit your production. Notice my production's still running, still doing its stuff while I'm busy doing other things. Always like to be super efficient. Now we can go around, we can explore, we can do all of that, but our goal right now is just to get to that oil if we can. If we can't get to it, that's okay. We'll do it next time. But there we go. So now we know where we want to go to. We want all of our stuff to go from here up to that level. Now, how can I get up to that level? How do I get up there? Well, there's several different ways. You can first use your little stacker thingies here. Once we get them, they'll be right here, which allow you to stack your stuff, allow you to stack your conveyors, as well as it acts as a ladder on the side. Now, another way you can do that is to go ahead and build some boxes. Now, the thing I decided last time was, if you're going to build those boxes, you want to build them in mind of going up there, right? So you go ahead and just line it up in such a way where it's going to be perfectly lined up, at least on one side or the other, against those walls. All right, so you go in here and you go ahead and make some walls around it. Now you think about, can I get in there? Can I go up and down the thing from this side? Can I go up and down the thing from this side? I made that mistake last time, is I didn't pre-think out this, the first place where I put it, before I raised it up. So now we're going to go ahead and just use storage containers to act as our ladder. Pretty cool, right? Very, very cool. Now I would probably put one more just to be safe. And now we have a giant stack of conveyors and containers that we are actually not going to use in the long run. They're just there to help us climb up there and try to get into some trouble. So let's do it. And we're about to build a gigantic, gigantic area. All right, and very early in the game. Our stuff's running. You want to take a little look? Look how efficient it all is. It's just doing its base stuff right now. Over there, it's doing its base stuff, base components. And look at this beautiful world we have yet to explore, right? We explored it a little bit, but there's just so much to explore. So much stuff. There we go. Yeah, again, find my mods at TwitchCon. They'll have some Kismet loot drops for you guys. It'll be pretty epic. All right, now we're going to build some more until we can't stop building. We're going to build till we can't stop building. We're going to build a gigantic area. Now, this is why I build lots of concrete early on, is for this reason, to do this kind of stuff here. Oh, missed that one. It happens. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and switch my foundations to this one on 5, and let's go this one on 6. One of the little tricks here, by the way, is to build out. Like, build out one this way, and then turn. And then you can literally just go click, click, and then click. Same thing with this way. You can go really far out, click a couple times, like 3 times. 1, 2, and then 3. There. Builds it much, much faster. Now, one of the things we're going to need to do, too, is bring up the ore from down below. One of the first things I want to work on is my ore that I have right here. Now, watch out for this. You can die very easily from this. You want to run and try to hit this ladder, and then hold down S to go down, because we are way up there. Now, I no longer need these walls in my way, so I'm going to take this wall out. And we're going to work on this one first, which is my concrete, because I want to basically fix my concrete and then never touch it again. I want to just keep on running. Now, one of the things that you might not have noticed while we were working is we got the conveyor lift right here, which we can go ahead and lift it way up there. But, of course, something is in our way, right? Let's go ahead and take this out and take this out. And I could have, you know, better oriented it so it would just go up under one circle or one platform or whatever. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it. It'll be fine in the long run. So let's just go ahead and take this ore and run it straight up to here. And we're going to, let's just run it. And let's run it this way for now. Now, this is probably not at the right level because it's hard to see from down here. Now, I could actually click it from down here and then go up there. Like this, because I clicked it once, and then it's currently in the middle of building. I get up here. Now, be real careful. You got to jump, and then you can come up here and see the level in which you're building, which I think is fantastic. Now, you can also come up here, click it from up here, and then drag it up here to see what's going on with it, right? So I'm going to run it in this direction because I'm going to put all my production that way, but then I'm going to circle around and have my stuff back the other way. So there we go. And we're going to see it start to come up, the conveyor. Very nice. But we can't fill these in here because these are going to be blocked with that, but that's okay. We'll just fill it around the outside. We'll try not to fall down there to our death because that would suck. And we're going to keep on building in this direction. Kind of build that out a little bit. Okay, now we got to bring our production up here. So we're also going to go in this direction. So we can go ahead and build this out. And of course, the only thing we really need is our constructor. Hold down control, try to get it going. But see how it doesn't snap? It doesn't snap off that conveyor. So what you want to do is make a conveyor belt. Try to run it as straight as you can. Probably look straight down the middle of it there. Like that. And then try to put your constructor down. Now, I'm going to actually end up with multiple constructors, so I'm actually going to offset it in future plans for doing that. In fact, I might as well just build 2 of them if I had the resources, but I don't. And of course, if it's offset a little bit, that's okay. I'm going to eventually put a splitter there. Let's get it back going. Then we're also going to tell it to do concrete. We're going to go ahead and put some power in here. Now we're going to need to get the power from down there. This is actually going to act as a kind of an open area where we can go ahead and bring the power from down below if we can see it. I feel like I'm going to fall at some point. Easily in stream. And if you die, you die. No big deal. Just run back, get your stuff. No biggie. No biggie. Encroaching another's clearance. Let's just do this. We'll start it like this, and then you bring it up. And then you can kind of fine-tune it. Very much like in Fallout 4, by the way. I always find if you go and you attach it like this, and then you try to get the pole line lined up like this. There we go. We'll just take this one out now. We'll run that over there. All right, that's off and running, doing its thing. We want it to non-stop be doing concrete. Always, always. Never stopping with the concrete. This will allow us to continue to expand our base the whole entire time while we're going. And then storage box. A little bit of offset so you can see if it's actually working. There we go. All right. That's now running again. Nothing we need to do. Now, if I had a jetpack, I would jump down right there and float my way down. But since I don't have a jetpack, I have to do it this way. And it's scary every single time. I always feel like I'm going to fall to my death until I start sliding down. There we go. It gets that stomach thing every time. All right, now we no longer need all of this stuff down here. So we'll take all that out. And there we go. So now it's feeding up to our main. That's going to be our main level of our entire thing. We're going to go ahead and just make it a little bit legit here, right? We're going to leave our thing there. Right, we'll leave this here for climbing up, and we're going to leave our walls there for right now. And eventually I will enclose this because there will be nothing I need to do on this other than just letting it run at its maximum speed, which we will do eventually, and then, you know, upgrading it from time to time and upgrading the lift from time to time and all of that. So we'll keep that running. Now we need to work on, we got our concrete going. We need to then work on, I guess we can just move our hub for now. Or we can just run these up first. Let's run all this up first. Then we'll move our hub. And we'll work with that. And you want to make sure you leave enough room so you can get past the wall or the floors. And that's scary every time. And let's run over this way toward our iron nodes. You hide an iron node. Straight underneath us. Wow, that building ability. Now watch this if I take this out. Ah, I'm gonna fall! Nah, it floats. It's a floater. It's just gonna float down there. Alright, so we want to go ahead and build it down there. We're gonna take this out from afar. And take this out. And then again, once again, we're gonna go ahead and work on our lifter. We're gonna lift it up. Uh-oh. Can't go. There's stuff in the way. No biggie. Take all this out. Get our little lifter. It's still in the way. Alright, no problem. Make ourselves our way back. Run over here. Now the cool thing is we can turn this in any direction that we want it to go, and then that'll be the way it goes. Again, I can see it from up here. Click it. Bring it up. That one's going in that direction. This one I'm going to send in this direction. And you'll see why I'm sending them in opposite directions later on. We'll really get into it. I can't build there. Can't build there. It's taking up 2 spaces. But we can build around it. And eventually we will build foundations underneath here. Not because we have to, but because we want it to look structurally sound. Right? But right now when you're building something, whether it's in Fallout, whether it's in 7 Days to Die, but 7 Days to Die actually has a physics system. And other games like Minecraft or whatever it is that you're building in, make sure to build the thing you want to build first and then worry about the understructure later, because that could all change based on you changing your mind of whatever you're building up above. So that's why I will do that much later. Much later instead of doing it now, because it'll be a huge waste of time if we do it now. Because I could change my mind, do something completely different, or I have to rearrange my entire base in one way or another. Then another thing is this one over here, so let's go ahead and build this way. feel it's good to aim toward the end of the next one, right? So you can keep that going. All right, how are we looking? Oh, yeah, right here. Take this out. Again, this is going to interrupt our production a little bit, but it'll be fine. And then up we go. And this one, same thing. We'll run it this direction. And then we'll run around as close as we can. Again, taking up 2 spots there. Now, if I had pre-thought this out, I could have made it where it only took up 1 spot. But I'm good with that. I'm good. And let's fill in the rest of this. You have to really forego your fear of feel like it's not going to fill in by the time you stand on it. Sometimes I feel like that, though. Like if I stand on it, I got to wait for it to finish filling up. But I've tried it, and you can just keep going. All right, we're looking good here. We're just going to fill in the rest of this. Come on. Encroaching another's clearance. How can that be? Oh, because our hub's right there. Our hub's right there. All right. So we got that one there. Oh, that one's too low. I don't like it. I don't like it. If I don't like it, it's got to go. Boop. I mean, it'll still work, but I don't like it. So, sure, there we go. All right. Let's stand back a little bit this time so we can see where it's at. Let's say there. Good enough. Okay. A little bit higher. Okay, now we're about to dismantle a ton of stuff. And when we go to dismantle some stuff, you know what happens? We have a ton of loot to do something with. So, we got to put it somewhere, so we're going to just literally put it right along all of these. So we're just going to start storing everything and bringing all of our stuff up from the bottom level up to the next level. And that's going to take a minute. Try not to fall to my death, but no guarantees. You are watching a Kismet stream, so at some point I am going to kill myself on purpose or accidentally. Most likely that second one. There we go, and we can take these out now. No longer need those. Take all these out. Again, if I no longer need something, it's got to go. There we go. Thing in here. Yeah, we'll leave that box for now. Back and forth we go. Jump across. Put the boxes nice and closed for a reason, so we can just go. There we go. I feel like these boxes are the safest way because you also have the bounce. If you bounce off the side of it or whatever, it's a little more forgiving than anything else. All right, bye-bye this thing. And again, we don't need any of this now. All this got to go. All this got to go. We got to watch our inventory, though, in case we get full. Don't need this. Don't need power lines. Go ahead and leave that one. We can tap that from up there. This one out. That one over there we can take out. Leave all of our things there. Like we can do the same thing we've done there and try to put the power line in a way where we can see it from up there. There we go. Going to town. Bye-bye. Kismet, all that hard work gone. Well, you want to fix it now instead of wait until later. That's for sure. You want to think that long term. I seriously doubt I'm going to be able to pick up whatever the heck is in there. I'm sure that sucker is mostly full. No, wow. Really? Not mostly full. Awesome. All right, now, you know what we don't need? We don't need these plates everywhere either. This is like wasted concrete. So time to take that out too. Let's go. No reason to have this laying around just doing nothing. That's concrete we're going to need later. Just built it temporarily to get us started. I feel like we could go ahead. Power pole on this side. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. It's only on those 2 platforms. All we need. Are we looking on space? Looking good. And then we're going to have our ground back here. And last time I built it, I built the bulk of it down here on the bottom, on the first level. And I did all my basic stuff here. But I feel like that wasn't the greatest idea. Right, building it at the bottom level here. We can just go ahead and clear all of this. And look good. If we take it out underneath that dude. Nothing. Nothing happens. We're going to reuse all of this, obviously. That we already got rid of. We're just going to create little satellite areas, right? Just little areas where it's making the actual ore itself. We'll leave that one. We'll leave this for now. And take a little bit of these out. Alright, there's no reason to leave these planks down here when I'm going to need that eventually anyway. And then over here, you can see we've lost power there. Let's go ahead and just try to keep that going while we're busy doing other things. There we go. Maybe we just make one of these out here for now. To try to ricochet off of there. There we go. Now it's going to run up there, and then that's going to keep running. You want to have that one of all the ones you want to keep running. Definitely your concrete. Always, always, always. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in the stream. If you're coming in from the homepage, my name is Kismet. Feel free to go ahead and hit that follow button right up there. We play lots of games up in here. I don't care what type of game you like. At some point, I'm probably going to play it up in here, or at least that particular genre. I play a lot of different games. I don't limit myself on games. I don't just play first-person shooters. I don't just play whatever. I play whatever I feel like playing, because that's what's great about being me. I like to play different styles of games, though I do love me some RPGs, love me some space games, love me especially some building games, which is what we're doing right now. I really have no limits on the type of games I might play. If you have some games that you would suggest, you're like, Kismet, you should try this game out, let me know in the chat. My mods will go ahead and put it in my reminders to put on my list to try out at some point. No guarantees it'll be within this year or any year coming up, but I will try to fit in as many as I can because I do have wife, kids, and all that other stuff. IRL stuff and going to TwitchCon and all that stuff. And again, if you do enjoy the stream, had some fun tonight, please consider donating on behalf of my mods to get them to TwitchCon. We're getting very, very close to unlocking the last little bit right up there. So if you say, yeah, Kismet, I learned something today, or I had a good time, I enjoyed hanging out in your stream, and you would like to do something kind for someone else and kind for yourself, because you can opt in for the Kismet loot to get those Kismet candy bars and stickers and stuff from TwitchCon and all sorts of fun stuff like that. As I do here, I like doing kind things for other people. So when you do kind things for my mods, I turn right around and go to my sponsors and say, hey, sponsors, can I have some Kismet candy bars to give to all those epic people who did donate? And there's like, sure, Kismet, here you go. Here's some candy bars. Hand it out to them. So there you go. So there we go. So we look at that big old platform we made in just lickety-split here. Moving it all up here. And this is why, right? Because I'm now out of concrete. Need some more. Right over here. Let's go ahead and grab some more there. And again, we can't fill this in because we're going to need to move that up. And I feel like that's where we want to put that, right there anyway. We want to put that right where it currently is over there, but we're going to have to take it up. All right, let's put these resources down. Thanks so much for the follows, everybody. Thanks for coming in. If you are coming in from the homepage, thank you again so much to Twitch. And thank you for clicking that button. And take a look and say, who is this Kismet guy? Hey, you know what? I'm going to go check out his stream. What is he up to? Oh, he's falling to his death almost right there. That's what he's up to. A little misclick on the, or misjump there, but it does happen. All right, let's take all this out of here. Let's go ahead and check on this in here. Any research? Yeah. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 1
R&D wishes me to tell you these colored petals are useful for two things: dating and creating color cartridges. Mandatory reminder that you are under 24/7 surveillance.
Cool.
The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Awesome. All right. Now, if we had our resources on us, we could just go ahead and put that in there. But we don't have it on us right now. It's upstairs. But that's okay. Now it's time to say goodbye to our hub. I want to make sure that we go ahead and get our fuel out of here first, just in case we don't get it back. That'll help us out. And say goodbye to the power. Boop. Like that. Now, this power that I did down here only need to do temporarily. And the whole point is so that it would link up there, and then I'd actually run it from up there back down here, which is what I'll do here in a moment. But let's go ahead and take out all the rest of this so we get our concrete back. Again, you only have so much resources in the beginning. I mean, you can go around, collect a lot more. You can tap into even more nodes and get that going, which we'll do eventually. But I feel like if you're going to do it, you might as well do it as efficient as possible. And that's what this playthrough is all about, right? Why have all of these platforms out here if you actually don't need them? There we go. Very nice. And up we go. I feel like I want to put one right there just to kind of square that off. There we go. Up here we go. And now that we removed our hub, we can go ahead and use the platforms that we used. And it will no longer be obscured. Try to jump across there without dying. That's a successful. That's a mission complete. And again, re-put all this down. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep my hub here, but we'll definitely try and see how that works out. Kind of filling straight across here. Let's go ahead and put the hub back down. Right here. We're going to go ahead and aim our power in this direction. Like that, or do I want to do it like this? Oh, decisions. I'm going to turn it this way. I like to have the power in a way that it's easily to feed. That's going to go that way and come back. Let's say something like that. Yeah, that's looking good. All right, now we need to click all these things so that it stops doing those dumb exclamation points. It's driving me crazy. I don't like those thingies in my face. All right. We got that going. Now we just need to get our power going again. So we'll go ahead and put a power pole right here. We'll go ahead and re-put our power back in. Notice I kept them separate. And then we'll tie our power together. And then we'll tie it straight over to here. There we go. Now it's also going down to keep the ore going down there, right? So it's going to keep bringing that ore up. Continue to make that concrete. Because we're going to run out of it for sure. We're going to definitely run out of it like we did right now. We are out of the concretes. Okay, now we're looking sexy. Now we're going to need to build back up our stuff that we did over here. So we want to get this one going back on plates again. If we can, but there we go. We're out of concrete, which is what always seems to happen in here. So now we're going to need to just go ahead and say, okay, where do we have some concrete at? What can we do to make this work? So one of the things that I would do first is I would start taking these back up again, now that we've moved our hub over there. Because we want it to all end up right by our hub. And again, take off. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to take it and have it funnel all of the resources back right next to our hub so we don't have to go and hunt it down. That is going to be priority number one. Now, the first thing, of course, we want to get back to our hub is this right over here. On this side, the concrete, we want to bring it right over to here, bring it right to our front door, so we don't have to mess around. I feel like we'll have to put it over on this side. Boom. There we go. Now, later on, we'll clean this up so it's not on the ground level because we don't have the thing right now to do it. We'll just put it on the ground level for now. And instead of running all the way over here, and actually we could just take this out. And take this out. And we'll try to make it look somewhat pretty. We'll try to run it in a semi-nice way. We'll come back and fix all this up. But there we go. So instead of us running over there, it's going to take it and run it over here, right by our base, which is where we wanted to be. Now over here, same thing, right? We're going to build it out that way. We're going to have it run back, and it's going to end up right over here by our hub. So we can literally just run outside our hub, grab that concrete. And I was like, you know what, wait a minute. Don't be afraid to change stuff, by the way. You know what? I want it to be right outside here. I mean, I literally want it to come right up to the door. I want it to be right there. And then here's another little trick that I did see actually on their Twitter, which is pretty cool. That you just make a little bit of a thing there. And then when you put stuff in there, like concrete or whatever, I'll put some concrete in there, it'll show you what it is, right, on the end of the box. So you know what's inside that box, which is pretty cool. Now, of course, it'd be even cooler if you could label it. That would be even better, but since we can't do that, we'll do this. Boom. Easy. There we go. That's going to run literally right to my front door, and then I'll be able to see what it is right there. And the same thing over here. Let's go ahead and do 2 storages on this side, which is going to end up... Let's go ahead and offset a little bit here and right there. And then again with our small little... right there. And... like that. That wasn't as small as that one, but whatever. And now we're going to go ahead and try to build out this a little bit. Now we also need to be watching where we're building out here, because eventually... oh, we got a long way to go. Long way to go. Eventually we want to build way out there, and there's something else that we're going to bring up from over there. So the first thing we want to do, of course, is put our forge down. Forger. We need a smelter. And eventually a constructor. Do we have enough? We have just enough. We're styling. Now, here's another thing that I wanted to do, was to go ahead and create a bit of a backlog of the ore. So we're going to also put a container right after the ore here. And we'll just kind of kick that forward a little bit. Oh, not very well lined up. Out of there. Let's do this first. So we have a nice, beautiful thing coming out of there. Yeah, I made that one just a little bit too high, but oh well. Oh wellsies. Yeah, sometimes very hard to line up visually. Like I'll put it down and it seems like it's straight. And then you go and look at it and it's not even close. Right? But then you look at the lines here on the bottom. And you can see that we need to move it over by a couple. Right? Based on the lines. I look at the lines on the thing a lot. Right? Like how these all line up. So I can better line this up. And try to run it in there straight. Oh, if I had it straight. And I've had it backwards. Had the storage backwards. Again, we'll look at the floor here a little bit. Let's say that. And I'm just basically guessing. I'll take this out. Take that out. I feel like it's still crooked. But it's good enough. There we go. And that's just going to bring the raw ore in, so the raw ore will never stop running, which is very, very nice. And then we're going to come out of there. I'm just going to roll over this stuff so it stops saying new. Which attracts my attention when it says new. I'm not going to use any of that for now. Nope. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and now do our smelter. Set it a little bit. In there. And then our constructor. I mean, you got plenty of space. I mean, you got a gigantic world to build. It doesn't have to be right up on top of each other. And then we're going to go ahead and run our power over here. Like we'll run it over this way. So we're going to need power in both directions. Stay right here. Where'd our power pole go? Down there. Right there. Right there. wire that one out to there. Very nice. And let's get this going. There we go. And then we got to tie our thing from down here. Hopefully to there. Nope. Just run it direct. Very nice. Okay. That should fire itself back up again. Yep. There we go. It's going to feed that up here. Along that, and we'll be good. Okay, so this is going to go through, and this is going to make iron. And this is going to make plates. And then when it's done making those plates, it's going to take these plates, and it's going to very uglily run them over here into there. Alright, so I'm just bringing all my resources back by my hub. My hub is the thing I'm constantly updating. Now, I find you build and you take away. You build and you take away. You build and take away as you progress through the game. So nothing is set in stone. You can build it however you want. Don't feel like you have to leave it that way. Or don't feel like you have to fix it if you don't want to. You can just leave it however you want. Alright, so we got that going. That's doing those iron plates. That'll do those until the end of time. Now over here, we've got our iron bars going. So same thing. We're going to get our storage container this time in front. So hard to line up. You're like, Kismet, hold down control. It doesn't work. It doesn't work in this case. Let me take that out. That was just there to help me line it up. There we go. Good enough. Doesn't have to be super perfect, but it's good enough. Okay, so that's going to feed into there while we are building the rest of this. We are building a smelter. This is our next thing down the road here. A little bit of a gap. Now we can use control. And then our smelter, we are going to go ahead and put a splitter on this. Okay, give it a little bit of room. Then from that splitter, it's going to go into our constructors. Try to get it going the right way this time. And let's say right there. Yeah, I much prefer to be up off the ground like this. There's no mobs attacking me, none of that stuff. Where I have to deal with that. Put that into there. Put this into here. This one into this one. I hope you don't mind me going faster. This is my 4th playthrough. So I'm going to be going way faster. I hope you don't mind. If I do something and you're not sure what I did, and you're like, Kismet, what did you do? Feel free to ask me. I don't mind at all. Even if I've already said it to someone else, I will be happy to say it again. I don't get a chip on my shoulder and, you know, act like an a-hole. Act like an a-hole like some people do. I'm sorry, they do. Very rude. Very rude. Alright. Now we got that going. So now we need this to circle back and end up back in our base. So this is going to be coming out at 15. So what we can do is just kind of remerge this back together. So we only have to run one line, right? Less resources, much more efficient. And we're going to just go ahead and put it on this one. And we're going to aim it that way because we want it to kind of run from there. Stay right there. Oh, out of concrete. What a surprise. Actually, I'm not surprised by that at all. Not surprised at all. And bringing our resources right back to our hub. Yeah, this is going to be sweet. Now look at this. Tell me there's some iron plates in there. Watch it. When that comes in, going to come out there. We're going to know exactly what's in there too. We know what's over here, right? Concrete. We're going to need a lot of that. Or pick that right up. Utilize some more of it. And that's going to be some super sweet loot coming in right there. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this. Just so it looks tidy. Okay, dokie. Now let's double check that it is on bars. It is on bars going through here. All this is looking good. We've got to connect it right here. And that's coming into there. Alright, so we got this going. We need some more power. Or we ran out of power, one or the other. We run out of power, or did we not run the power yet? That could be the one. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the one. And the one that we need is actually more... we need more thingies. Uh-oh. Let's go up and over. We need more wires. Let's make some cables. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Again, this is just basic. This will get bigger and bigger and bigger as we go along as time goes by. And there we go. This one here. Do we got this power? I don't think we do. I feel like just running another pole here just in case. Need power later. Feed that back to that. Okay, so this should start churning those babies out. There they go. One should go this way and one should go the other way. And come out of there, yes, and then go in here. Then they should come out of this side and recombine back together and make their way all the way down by the hub over here. So I don't have to do diddly squat. Now here's a great thing that I also just did, is I just made containers for me to use, right? So I can go in and say, you know, store all, grab all these bars out of here. Well, if it's going to let me. Whoop, there we go. Go in here and say, you know, I'm grab all these bars out. Because I don't need to keep all these bars right here. Why not keep them where they go? Right? In your little bar thing over here. And watch as it comes out. I think this is the coolest idea that they came up with, is this, since you don't have labels. Again, I would like a label right there at the top. You can just change the label to whatever you want it to be. That would be awesome. Thank you for the follow, Josh. Thanks for everybody coming in from the homepage. I'm getting that homepage love right now. Lots and lots of love from Twitch. Thank you so much. Appreciate that homepage love, Twitch. Big time, big time. I appreciate all you guys being in my channel. Thank you for being here. There it is, right there. Cool. And now we can go ahead and just grab and put all that in there. No reason for us to lug it around. Right over here. Or put that in there. We need it. Guess what? It's right here by our hub. We grab it, put it right in there. And let's grab the rest of the stuff out of here that we don't need any longer. Boop. Right there. And then grab the rest of this. And let's see, over here we've got some concrete going on. Let's sort. Let's get that concrete in there just to kind of clean it up a little bit. And we got a bunch of other random stuff that we're not really using. All this food and biofuel and stuff. I feel like I'm going to run out of fuel very, very soon, so we're going to have to work on that here in a moment. But we're also going to work on our power shards here in just a second. Put all those in there. And let's see, just some raw resources. Maybe we come over here and we want to make just some raw resources. We'll throw that in. That's the least amount of raw resources I've ever started the game with. Usually I end up with tons and tons more extra. It really sucks. I hate having just an insane amount of extra resources laying around. Of the raw resources, because at some point you'll stop just making the raw resources, right, or using the raw resources. You'll use the refined resources like this. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate all the follows, everybody. Thanks for coming in, pressing that follow button, hanging out in the stream. Appreciate it big time. All right, so over here, way back over there is going to be our copper, right? And we're going to run it over here just to make it easier for us, so we don't have to run back and forth all day long. So we'll go ahead and just go ahead and make another one right over. Oh, we got to get our resources first. Let's go get some of those. So now we kind of dropped a lot of stuff off. So we're going to just go and grab this one, and a couple of these each time whenever we need them. And we'll go ahead and make another storage here, and we're running all of this to our hub, so we don't have to go chase it down. Now this one right here is going to be wire, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw some of that wire in there, take a little bit back for me, and then we're going to go ahead and work on our wire. Let's actually get all of our concrete. Think about it. We're going to need that. And let's go fix our concrete here. Now, if you notice, I've moved all the production up to this level. The only thing is at the ground level is the actual original ore. And now I can build really as far as I want, right? Until I run into those mountains. And even then, I could just make a ramp that went up over the mountain and cover the entire world however I want. Ooh, look at this little one green guy over there. One of those little green guys. Look at this production down here, just churning those suckers out. I bet you that most of those boxes are completely full at this point. So we're going to have some fun with that. We are going to have lots and lots of fun with that. Now, just so you know, we've only tapped 4 nodes so far, right? And as we tap more and more and more nodes, we can keep building bigger and bigger and bigger and making more and more stuff. One of the things I found out, actually, because I didn't spend enough time going and looking for nodes in this area, is actually right below me here, right down here, there's 2 normal iron nodes right there, which are going to be nice because we're going to tap into those eventually as well. So we want to make sure not to cover those up. But we're mainly going this way here to try to fill this in. And try to get right over the top of this. Oh, so close. So close and we're out. But that's okay. Look at all those resources down there. Look at all those resources down there that we're not even using. So let's run all the way back over here. Now, here's another thing you can do, by the way. Do I have enough? I don't think I have enough. I might have enough. Here's another thing you can do. If I'm working over here, I can just start a conveyor right here by using our little conveyor pole right here on the side. I do this all the time. It's really useful. And then you run it down there. You try to find a spot where it'll let you put it down. Boom. Right there. And then make sure you make a second one before you go down there. Right here. Oh, if I had enough. I don't have enough concrete. You know what we're going to do? We're going to just take this out. Use this concrete instead. There we go. Build it right there. Then go ahead and run it. But this time, we want to run it down. Like that. And then we want to take it back out. And you're like, well, wait a minute, Kevin. Why do you want to take it back out? Well, because it's running in the wrong direction. So we take it out. Now we have the ends on both ends. Right? And now we can just click it and we can bring it up. And now it's an escalator going down, an escalator going up. So you don't have to walk up and down the thing every time. You just get on the escalator, hold down shift, and then straight down you win. Isn't that cool? That's a really fun way of doing it. Fun way of doing it. All right, now we got so much ore in here. Let's just take all this out. We no longer need all this structure down here. Bye-bye. Gotta go. Hasta la vista, baby. You gots to go. Taking all this out here. Now, we're not going to take those boxes out. We take those boxes out, we're going to have stuff laying all over the place. Make sure we keep our inventory in mind when we're taking this stuff out, because it will fill up pretty quickly. Pretty fast, Rooney. Workbench over there we can take out. Conveyor belt there. All this sweet, sweet loot. Gotta go. And you're like, Kismet, why are you taking all that out? Well, because I don't want it down here. I want it up above in my upper area. So we're going to go ahead and try to run this up. Now, I think my conveyor might be in the way. Let's see. Yep, going to be in the way, so we'll take that out when we get up there. Back up we go. Much faster than going up and down those ladders, and actually feels safer to me than going up and down the ladders. But it did work quite fantastically. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and do our conveyor lift like we did before. And this time, I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way toward my base, because I'm going to build all the stuff and it's going to end up over there. Now, eventually, we're going to be boosting all of these things. We're going to be making lots and lots of resources. I'm going to guess right about there. Let's see how that looks. Let's fill the rest of this in. Oh, that looks beautiful. Beautiful. It'll look even more beautiful. I had more concrete. Let's take this one out and put that one in. There we go. Now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, it's over here making me tons of concrete. It's going to make me even more in a minute. I'm going to be doubling that up, because it cannot make me enough when you're in this kind of building stage. When you're trying to go, when you're what I call tiering up, right? When you're tiering up from, you've gotten the whole first stage done, Now you got to do the whole next stage where you just got to go and gear up and make more and more loot and then build more and more stuff. You got to really, really go to town on it. Big time. Okie dokie. So that's going to come up there. And then first thing we want to do is we want to split it right off the bat. Because it's going to be coming up. What does my conveyor come up at? I might have to do it twice. What is my lifter at? Yeah, it's coming up at 60. Okay, good. So it's going to be coming out of there at 60, and then we're going to be splitting it. That'll be the first thing we do. Straight out of there into a splitter. Straight out of Compton into a splitter. And then another thing we need to do, probably right up here, probably not right where that is because it's going to be in our way, is to make some boxes over here because we're going to need some loot, and we're going to get filled up pretty quickly here. So let's just store all that in there. And actually, we're going to need a little bit of our stuff here. A little bit of concrete, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then we're going to try to do that again, but this way over just a little bit more. Again, conveyor pull. Like so. And this one. Act like we're going down, but we're not going to go down. We're going to take it back out. Now, I could have put it down there and just brought it up this way. You can do it that way, too. I prefer this way. It's a lot easier because I'm standing up here. It's just easier. All right, that's going to bring us back up right there. And then this one is still going to bring us down for right now. And we're going to go collect the rest of these resources that we have laying around over here. Now, conveniently, this is probably massively full. Well, not that full. With a good amount of stuff. But we are going to get full pretty quickly because you can see it's filling up. There we go. Very nice. Try not to fall to your doom because there is a pit right here. Let's take all this out. Oh, this is looking beautiful. I love this a lot more. Now, you know what else this is going to do? When I fill that in with walls around it, it's going to look like a pillar that's holding up the upstairs. So I think that far ahead. I've actually already built this entire base in my head. The entire thing, multiple times. I feel like for every one time I play through this game, I have built it 500 times in my head. That's a great game. That inspires you in your head to build, or to visualize, or to dream of what you could do. Right? That's why I give him huge credit in this game. Very, very fun. Very, very fun. Try to get this done. How are we doing on time? Looking good. Looking good on the time. Don't need all this extra resources being burned out here. Got all these plates we can use again upstairs. Right there. Take it all out of here. Very nice. All right. All we need is the up now. We can take the down out. Love to watch it do that. It's cool every single time. All right. Oh, we got a ramp over there we didn't take out. Anything else? I think we're good. Take a look as we're going up. Miss anything? No? Didn't look like we did? You're like, Kismet, you forgot to pick these ones up. Oh, I didn't forget. You can pick them up from way up here. Again, another fantastic thing about this game. You can pick stuff up from really... Oh, look what happened there. Now I have to go back down there. I have to go back down there because I didn't empty my inventory. That's my bad. Come on, I know you go down there somewhere. Right there. That was my bad. Again, that's why I built this over here. I should have put it in there straight away. Store all. And can we build some more? I'll take some of this out. Alright, put this and this on us. Let's see which way this one going. This one's going up. Take that out for when we come back up. That was my bad. I should have... You can also go against the grain there, by the way. You see that? Or you can hold down the shift and run against it. It's very difficult, though, because it's usually going faster in the opposite direction than running against it. Let's try not to fall to our death. All right, looking good. Okay, now, of course, number one thing for up here is going to be power, right? So we got to remake our power. So we're going to go ahead and just bring... Try not to fall to our doom. Click on this and make ourselves a little power line here. Oh, well, that's if we had resources on us, we would. Run back over here. Check the mod chat. No problem, we're at the wall. See who you can contact. Let me know. Let me know. Deet, 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 deet. Derp, 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 derp. Alright, so we're trying to bring up this up to here. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. And let's see. We're going to build this out first. Then we're probably going to put our power closer over that way. And then we'll run that power this way. So I don't have to run all the way over there to fill that up every single time. We can fill it up from this side. And eventually we'll have enough power for everything. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it to oil. But we're going to get pretty close, I feel. We're going to get pretty close to it. Let's go ahead. Again, we already did the splitter, which is going to come out. We're ready to take these out again. Here. Are all those out? Yep. All those are out. Now we're ready to go. Okay, now back to exactly what we were doing before, right? We can work backwards. Where we can go in. Actually, let's grab all of our loot first. We can work this backwards, or we can work it forwards, either way. There's all of our concrete in there. Let's sort this. Let's get this concrete out. Some screws, a little bit of everything here. A little bit of everything that's going to help us out. And we got plenty of all of that. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our smelters. I feel like I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of this action. Smelter there. Right up against the edge there. And we can go ahead and split that in the minimum distance. Right to there. And then we want our smelters, of course, to be smelting copper. And copper. And then it's going to come out at 30, but we're going to need to split it, right, into making wire. So we're going to go ahead and start with our splitters. We're going to go ahead and do a splitter here. That one out just a little bit. And close enough. Close enough. And then we're going to go ahead and put our... maybe we should have done a ore box first. Hold on, we'll do an ore box first. Let's take this out. Let's do an ore box just in case. We'll come back and upgrade it later. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff with them ore boxes later. You'll see. Alright, there we go. Alright, so that'll just pump that ore in there while we're busy doing something else. And then we want to go ahead and split. There we go. And again, we want to go ahead and look at the length of the smelters. Let's just do this. Let's put a smelter down. Then we'll put a constructor down. To give us an idea of distance. So like that, like that. We'll take this out. And then we'll put our constructor over here. And then one here. And one there. It's looking pretty good. Might have to move that forward a little bit. Because we're going to need our splitters. Take a look at it here. Yeah, I feel like we got to move that forward. Now we're just trying to fine tune it and make it look pretty at this point. See how it's too close, right, to split it? So I got to put that and then put one of these and then put these down. So let's go ahead and take some of this out. So again, we'll go ahead and measure by using our smelter. Right there. Then we'll measure by using a splitter. Let's say we want it to be about right there. And then we will go ahead and put our... Again, this is working forward. I find working forward harder than working backwards. But if you want it to be perfect, want it to be beautifully perfect, then it's better to use these to measure the distances first. And then you kind of measure the distances. You know, oh, Gary made me jump. I thought I was going backwards. Then you have a better idea if it's going to line up or not. All right, if it's all going to line up at the end. So there we go. Let's try something like that. I think that's going to be perfecto. Let's make it beautiful. If we're going to make it right, we might as well make it beautiful and make it 100% efficient and all of that. Now this I'm going to go ahead and take back out. This I'm going to take back out. Now I'm going to start working backwards again. Where I go ahead and put the splitter right here. Make sure I turn the input that way. Very nice. And then I want to go ahead and put in my... And again, you don't have to be this crazy about it. I mean, you can do it however. It doesn't have to be this crazy. It don't have to be this crazy. Let's see how it's all nice and lined up now. Boom, put that in there. Put this in there. You put that in there. You got this coming out of here, and boom, you got that line beautifully lined up, just like that. And then the same thing over on this side. Let's go. Let's make a couple more. And now we already know our distances, so we're good on this second side. And then we work our way backwards. We go ahead and put a splitter in here. We rotate it the correct direction. Put that in there. And this in here. Try not to fall off the back of it here. And then we put our smelter in. Now another thing you can do, of course, in between here is you can go ahead and have boxes, all these boxes in between. I feel like I don't need it here. This is going to be running at 100% efficiency, so there's real no need to have it like that. So, all right, and we got our power going there. We're going to try to chain our power all the way across. So let's just go ahead and put one right here in the center, and that's going to chain to there. These two are going to go here and here, and my big old butt over the top of this here. Come on, butt. Get up there. Get my butt. Oh, I got a big old butt. I can't get my butt over the thing. There we go. Trying to get to the ladder. Trying to get to the ladder. I don't have a jetpack yet. I don't have a jetpack, everybody. It's going to make me cry. It's going to make me cry. All right. Let's go ahead and just put that right there. I feel like just go ahead and... all right, let's do our mergers first before we do that. All right, and then these are going to be wire. And this is going to be wire. They're going to be coming out of there at 45 each. It's going to be crazy. I can't even run it at 45 each. So what I'm going to do is literally just have 3 of these filling themselves up while the other one runs it over to where I'm at, and so on. So these are just going to literally go right here for now, and we're going to come back and adjust all this. Don't worry. Don't worry. We got this. We got this. And this one, we won't even put one there. We'll just run it direct. All right. Now, again, this is going to have its own power. I'm going to keep this separate for now. And we're going to come back and we're going to get that going. There we go. Now we put that power pole in there. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Over here. There it is. Run it way up here in the front. Beautifully run power pole. And then we'll have our other power poles, which will back chain to this one. And that'll go to there. This one go to here. And let's say right in here. Anyway. And beautifully run back. and there, and trying to, oh, it's already there. Okay. How are we looking on our power over here? Oh, it's out of fuel. I knew that would happen eventually. Running out of fuel. So that's running to there, and then this one is going to be our long one. Long one coming through. And we'll raise all this up and get it off the ground level here eventually. But right now, we just want to come to Papa, right? Want to come back all the way over here, by our hub, so we can keep on upgrading. All right, so we're going to go ahead and create its power. And its power is going to be right behind this power, so I can literally just work it right here. So we're going to need those biomass thingies, and we're going to put one, say, here. And flip the other one, and we'll put them both in the same ways. And then we're going to have its own power. Stay right here. There we go, and run that from here to there. And all of our production is back up and running. There we go. All we need now is some fuel, which we don't have. We've got to go in and get our fuel going again. Let's see if we got any excess fuel in here before we go collect some, because there's no reason to waste some. Over here, let's go ahead and make what we've got. And we'll keep at least our base power running for now while we'll go collect some more. Oh, I didn't actually make it. I made the thing, but I didn't make the actual fuel. There we go. Alright, now I cut this in half because I'm going to need to use it for the chainsaw. And we'll let it run while we're busy. That one in there. This one in here. Oh, this one in here. Pull that lever. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Very nice. Running at 39 watts with only 40 watt maximum. So all that stuff relined up, ready to go. Now this I'm going to keep off right now. We've got plenty of copper wire for right now. What we really need to do is we need to gather a lot of stuff. Let's see if we still got our chainsaw. We do. Awesome. And out here. Whoop. Watch out there. Watch out there. Working away. I love it when it's just working away. Alright, let's go chainsaw some stuff. Oh. So funny when it gets to rocks. Funny every time. Bye-bye, rocks. Sometimes it's just easier to pick these up than to chainsaw them. How much room we got? Plenty? Oh, we got plenty. We're going to really go to town now. We got to let this stuff run for a while. We're going to just destroy everything. I feel like I want to get rid of all these trees out here, too. They're eventually going to block me. Bye-bye, rock. Look at all these trees out here. Watch out for bad guys. They'll pop out and get you when you're not looking. Look at all this wood on the ground here. Why does this look like rust all of a sudden? I know, huh? Kind of reminds you of that. It is a bit survival-esque. Very much like that. Gotta run around and grab these resources. Chopping down some wood. Now, very, very soon, we're not gonna have to do this ever again. Or at least, not that much. Oh, look what we got over here. Actually, we could probably use that. No, we're thinking about it. Nom 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 nom. There we go. healing properties. Guess we do something crazy. Which is a high chance. My stream. Oh, look at this limestone. We will rock you. We're going to come back and tap this node in a bit. Okay, that's an impure limestone, but still, not very far from our base. Definitely come back and tap that. But right now, we need an obscene amount of fuel. And again, I could make a thing that could process all this fuel and everything. But we're just kind of out a little bit exploring. It's good to kind of change it up a little bit too, right? You know, if you've been doing that for 5 hours like we have right now, you want to just kind of change it up, go do something else. If you're starting to get burned out. I'm not getting burned out, but I need some fuel, so I'm out here doing it anyway. This is the type of game where you start playing at like 5 o'clock at night, and then all of a sudden the sun's coming up. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. We're getting full. Can't pick up anything else. Back we go. Let's go. Charge! And all the way up we go. Using this for no reason other than the fact that it's a fantastic stairs to get up here to the next level. Alright, so we got crazy tons of that, and we can tell it to automatically make it for us, but it's a huge waste of my time, so I'm not going to do that, because I can do it way faster by just doing this. There's no reason to make stuff that cost me more fuel when I'm running out of fuel now anyway. So there we go. Speaking of stuff in my way, whoop, put that in there temporarily. And then we will make a lot of biomass. This will be an insane amount of biofuel here. We'll keep our stuff running while we're busy doing something else. Pretty fun. We're going to start working on our concrete next. We're going to go tap that other concrete node over there eventually too. I feel like that's the next kind of node that we'll grab. So we need lots and lots of concrete. As much as we can get so we can just keep expanding our base up here. Having lots and lots of space on our base. Put that in there. What else can we put in there? Put this in there. There we go. Making lots of biomass. There we go. Let's make some biofuel out of the biomass. Get some more space back. Yeah, and you can automate this, but it just takes a lot longer, I find, early game than just making it yourself. Because I got to build the whole structure for it, run all the stuff, put the biomass in there, have enough fuel to run the thing that makes the fuel, and all of that. I feel like I'll just make it myself. I'll start it going. It'll be fine. Right now, I'm already going to make enough for running all 4 of these. For a while, and those can be running while I'm doing something else. In fact, we can get our first 2 running right now, just to keep those going. Almost. Wow, we got that in one round. I didn't even finish doing all that bio stuff, too. There we go. Nice. Fire these up. Oh, that's more than we actually need. More than we actually need because this stuff's not turned on over here. I can tell when it's not turned on because the power didn't go way up. So we have to go and double check. Yep, copper. Copper. This is going to be wire. It's already set the wire. 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 All right, there we go. All right. Stuck on something. All right, take our resources back. Don't need this anymore over here. Oh, well, look at all that. Look at all that stuff. Run it back. Run it back over here. Now our fuel is up and running again. I'm going to take all these out of here. So, come on. Drop in there. Very nice. Very nice. Running back and forth a little bit. Finishing up my first line of stuff. Look, it's already full. It's already full. Now, you don't want it to be full. If it's full, then stack another one on top of it. Like that. Because otherwise, this will stop running. And you don't ever want that to stop running. There we go. Plenty of extra wire for right now. Take all. Take this box out. Alright, that's done. Set it and forget it. Don't have to do nothing, right? I'll just gotta watch the power every now and again. But mostly, just let it run. And this is a much better way of doing this. Much better way of doing this is to run it right by your hub, so you don't have to be constantly looking for these resources and running back and forth for them, because that sucks. Shucks. All right, now we're gonna need, how much concrete do we have on us right now? Not that much. All right, let's finish this biofuel. I feel like we want to finish up this biomass real quick here. Make ourselves tons of fuel. And we don't have to worry about it. Biofuel. Man, that's a lot of biofuel. That's going to be enough for a whole nother round right there. Just in what we collected just now. So again, we started over. This is my 4th playthrough here in Satisfactory. I feel like we could do way better. And we're doing way better. We're crushing it right now from the very beginning of the game. Doing quite well. Now, could I do even better if I had run off and found all the pure nodes and done all of that? Oh, absolutely. But I feel like my base is coming along, and I'm going to build a gigantic mega base where I run all these resources back and forth from various different places and try to build it as efficiently as possible, 100% efficient as we go, as opposed to coming back later and making it 100% efficient. We're going to make it straight up 100% efficient here. Take the extra time to make our own biofuel without wasting power making a separate fuel generator. Because we're going to try to get the next tier unlocked here very, very quickly. After we get this fuel done. Get it all converted here so it's not taking up all my inventory. Like so. Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. Thanks, everybody, for the follow. We got Fuel coming in. Woodsy coming in as well. Lenarek, Molric, Josh, Chris coming in. Thank you so much. Zined. That is a tricky name, but thank you for coming in. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that follow button. Appreciate it greatly. My name is Kismet. I'm my partner streamer here on Twitch. I play a lot of building games. I love some building games, survival games, RPG games, you name it. I'm the old school, the OG, the original gamer from back in the day, and I have no problem just being quite proud of that. I am a very unapologetic gamer. People come and say, Kismet, you play games? Yep, I do. I enjoy every minute of it, and I will continue to do so until my very last minute. Holy mackerel, look at that. We actually have almost a third round worth of stuff there. That is a lot of sweet loot. Alright, we'll just leave that there so when we need to refill those. We'll sort this up a bit. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're getting that raw stuff getting all up in our grills here. Let's go ahead and just make a separate little box. Yeah. Let's put it off to the side here. And we're just going to put all this other random loot. See, we got a lot of limestone in there and whatnot that we can convert, but I'm just going to put this kind of random loot over there. So I just deal with it later. Deal with it later or deal with it never. Probably that second one. Actually, we'll pull all this out. We'll just keep our stuff in there. Now, what is the next thing we need to research? Our alien thing. We need 10 of them. And right now we have 6, alright. We're going to fix that very, very soon. And all of this. And that. Perfect. Whoa, just fits in that box perfect. Out my face. Alright, so we need lots and lots more concrete. We're going to keep that going. How's our concrete looking over here? Ooh, she's filling up. She's filling up. Let's go ahead and take that with us. And we dropped some of our stuff in there. Man, we put all that stuff away. Put it all away where it goes. So now we know where it's at. So what we want to do is go ahead and boost our concrete here, but we just do not have enough power. So we're going to go ahead and look at this power over here. How much is being used right now? 29 of 40. We're going to go ahead and tap in this power. I'm going to start migrating away from this power over here. So we're going to try to put this on its own separate power as well. So we're going to go ahead and make another biomass over here. Power, biomass. And we'll just stick it behind here. See if it lets us just drop it in here. Oh, no, we got to need our spools. Luckily, we got plenty of them coming in. Let's go ahead and just make our little tiny conveyor here so we can see what's in that box. See? We can see what's in the box. Super easy. We got plenty of this. We're going to have an overabundance of that very, very soon. And we can go ahead and put that in there again. Just throw it right there. And tie this one into our main power there. And then we're going to take this line out. Like so. And then we're going to go ahead and tie this one. I don't think it has enough lines now. Nope, not enough lines. Let's go ahead and put one in between. Take that out. Run this to here. That to there. And this one over to there. Fantastico. Fantastico! Alright, that's all plugged in, but it needs some fuel. So let's go get it some fuel. And fire it up. Bam. Oh, actually, we don't even need it in there. Look at that. It just is at 38 watts. So we don't need this one. We don't need it. It's just perfectly got it where that's running, right? But I'm about to gear that up, so I do need it later on down the road. So if I didn't need to gear it up, then it would be fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure we got all the stuff we need on us. We do. Let's go ahead and check a look at this. Is coming out at a lower rate. Let's see. It does look like it's waiting. Wow, see, it's not quite coming out fast enough, right? It needs to come in here at 15 per minute. And it just seems like it's just a little too slow. So let's go take a look. down here. There we go. All right, so this is producing at 30 per minute. It's being lifted right now by this one at 60 per minute, right? But it's only running at 30, so the maximum it's going to go is 30. But now we're going to go ahead and crank it up. Now it's cranking at 45. Now the input up there is 45. But what we want to do is actually put another one in. Really crank it up. Right? And then we want to find another one to crank it up even more. So let's go on a little adventure, everybody. Let's go on an adventure. First, actually, let's go over here and clear out these ore nodes in the corner. Which we'll build up eventually and run them up to the higher part of our base. Let's go over here and get some battle. Prepare for battle! Really, there he is. No? Where'd he go? I saw him down here somewhere. He's being sneaky. Whoa, watch out, don't fall in no holes. Where'd he go? He ran off. Bummer. I was prepared for battle. But apparently no. Alright, we're going on a little expedition. Make sure you don't fall down no holes there. That's why I clear the bushes too. So I can see that if I'm about to fall down a hole or not. And let's go look for our little green friends. I see one right there. Let's go. Oh, iron. I'm just going to grab all this stuff as I'm going around, which I didn't do last time. But I'm just going to grab it as we go. Look around for some friends. YOLO! What's up, little greenie? Get your big butt up there. Woof. My guy and his big butt. Whoop, whoop. That's it. Bye. Gotta go. Gots to go. Dee 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 dee. Oops, the daisy. Or actually, hold on. Build it down here. Why go all the way up there to build it? Build it right here. I can take it, stick it right in here. Now, I would say that the only thing that's worth boosting is these. These are the only thing worth boosting. I've found I just build more of everything else, at least this early in the game. Now what it's producing is 75, right? So originally it was producing a lower amount, but now it's producing a lot more limestone. But then, of course, we need to readjust it up there at the top. It's not going to be efficient yet until we get to the next level. Miners. But it will be better. Mo better. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take this out. And we're going to rearrange all of our production here. Super easy mode. Bye-bye. Then we're going to go ahead and just so we don't have too much, in case we want to have a nice backlog, go ahead and try and line this up as best we can. Take this out. Take this out. And of course it's going to require more power, but I feel like it's worth it because concrete is what I need a lot of. A lot of concrete. Now we're going to go ahead and double up on these as well. We're going to double up on the constructors now that we're going at 250%, but we weren't going fast enough before because we got to go at, splitter. We need to go at basically 45 in. Right now we're going at 75, and if you take 75 and you cut it in half, feel free to do the math yourself. You get the general idea. Alright, and then constructor. This way. Oops. At the last minute, I misclicked. Right there. Actually, yeah, we can go ahead and split it. Just put it right down the middle, like that. Now we're going to need some bars, but luckily we can just pop this down. Hopefully we have enough to make some. We have enough to make 21 of them. Very nice. What we needed? Yep, that's what we needed. Alright. Well, split-a-rooney. Oh, we built it in the right direction. It would be split-a-rooney. Other way. There we go. This coming out of there, going into there. And that going into there. This making concrete. Now, again, it's got to come in at 45, right? So it's got to come in way faster than what we're doing. But it's coming in at 75, so it's at least going to go a bit faster. And we also have a bit of backlog of the actual limestone. We've got to run power and do all that as well still. So it'll give us a bit of some time. And run that one from there to here, run it to there, and to here. And now we're looking good. Now the cool thing is if we have extra limestone, which we do, we can run over here and utilize that extra limestone and use it up. Right? And that's the thing that I really like, is that I feel like I should overproduce stuff. I should be overproducing each thing from each ore node when I have excess. Right? So then you just put another line in that's split. You put in extra to overproduce, just like I am here with this. And then it will use up the excess that I have laying around. There's a whole lot of this right now. If it would drag in there. Come on. There we go. See how much excess of that I have? It'll burn that up. It'll be awesome. And then let's go ahead and put in some more foundations, because we got lots and lots of stuff going here. And let's do a little merge. Like I'm just going to merge on the right. And send it out in that direction. There we go. A little good enough. Coming out of there. Try not to be in the conveyor when it does it, because it will wipe you out. Oh, I need some more clearance, so let's go out this way a little bit, and we'll do across. And there we go. Look how much more we're making now. We're making a lot more, right? But it's going to burn more fuel, but that's okay. That's okay. We got plenty coming in faster than it can actually produce right now. So let's go ahead and get that limestone in there. And now what it's going to start doing is actually diminishing. Now that I got both of them going, it's going to start diminishing how much it can make. Right? Eventually this is going to run out, and eventually this is going to run out. But you want to have it where it's always running, so you can just do something like this. Right? And cut this in half. Put that in there so it never stops running. Put this in here so it never stops running. So it's feeding while it's just constantly putting out that concrete. And now we've just totally stepped up our concrete to another level, which is pretty awesome. So let's do that. And let's go ahead and check on the next thing that we want to do. And that's the big boy, the space elevator. We have got a bunch of what we need right now. We've got pretty close to it on concrete and whatnot. Let's go see what we got over here. Already stacked and ready. We can get to that top concrete. Oh yeah, there we go. We got our concrete. Let's go ahead and look over here. We've already got way enough of those. Let's go ahead and look over here. And now you know why I put these here, right? Boom, boom, and boom. I just grab out what I need whenever I need it. Right there, 400. Oh, we actually need a little bit more of this. Let's grab a little bit more. Let's just take all. All right, we're good. Now we're ready for a space elevator. Let's do it. Got plenty of room over here. And eventually I will move this space elevator and probably move a lot of this stuff around. But let's see if we can get her down here. Which way do I want this to go? I actually got to add some more panels, it looks like. But I'm feeling that. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. We'll just do it like that. We'll just put it, our inputs a little bit closer. Let's say right there. This is one of my favorite animations in the game. Look at the scale of this thing. Look at all the stuff just flying up there. It's a really cool effect. Something's coming from space, everyone. Something's coming from space. Wonder what it is. Here it comes. And the little thing's coming down. Looking good. All right, awesome. No problems, Roswell. If you got a bail, just let me know. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. All right, what do we need? We need a ton of iron plates, and we need a ton of rotors. Now, what's the easiest way to do those? By yourself. Because building all the production that makes that work is a lot of work, as well as a lot of fuel. And I find that it's faster to just make it yourself. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to run over here and see how much of this we can make on our own. So we need 75 plates here. So we need a crazy ton of screws. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of those. All right, so we make 24 so far, but look at this. Right? Take all. More screws. Okay, now the other thing we need is plates. So let's just make a ton of screws here. Oh. That's making reinforced plates. Let's make the screws first. Make the screws. Alright, that's a good amount. We'll take some of these out just to accommodate our plates so we can see where we're at. And we'll take all of those. And what do we got now? We can make 32. Alright, so what do we need? More screws? Oh yeah, more screws. And we're going to get those built up. And now we're not enough inventory space. What a surprise. What a surprise, surprise. All right, now we're going to go ahead and take this and put these back in here. I love the fact that it just is right there. It's right there, nice and easy. I just put it right back in there. Let's see, more screws. We're trying to get to a point where we make 75. This is way faster than doing a whole bunch of fuel. Way faster. Wow, right? That was awesome, right, Wolfric? I think it's pretty cool. I didn't realize this game was from the Goat Simulator people. Yeah, yeah. They've done a lot of fun games. I feel like Goat Simulator was just a fun thing that they did, just a silly game. And then it became so incredibly popular that they made tons of cash, and then they made this game. So, hey, more power to them. More power to them. How many we need? 75. We're making too many now. We're making too many. We got plenty. And this is way faster than making all that machinery. Way faster than making all of that stuff to pipe it into there. I find. And then, of course, when I get to the next level and I get to the next tier unlock, that's when I'll start building the structure. But I've got to get to the next tier unlock so I basically have unlimited power. And when I have unlimited power, that's when you can massive expand your base and don't have to worry about it anymore. You'll see. We don't have to run out and get bushes and trees and all of that stuff. And that's what we're trying to speed to right now. We're trying to get to that oil. And when the second we get to that oil, we're good. We're good for today. That's our big goal, is to get to that oil. So hopefully we don't have too much longer here. We'll see how long it takes to make this other stuff. There we go. Made those reinforced plates. And then you can run it in there so it just feeds it in there as you're going. But you can also just go in there and literally just do what you did on the other ones. Just double click. Boom, you're good. Done. Done, ready to go. Right, now I could run all the way back, but I could also just put a crafting bench out here so I don't have to run all the way back. I feel like putting those the right way this time. There we go. Now what we want to do is we want to make the rotors. Now to make the rotors, we need a lot of poles and we need a lot of screws. So you can also do this, by the way. You can close down all this. They added this recently, which is pretty cool. You can close down all this other stuff, which is in your face. Like I don't need iron ingots. I don't need all of that. What I need is I need to make a lot of screws so I can make a lot of rotors, right? So we're going to do that. And, of course, how many rotors we need again? We need 50, I think it was. 50 rotors, yep. 50 rotors. Which I don't think we're going to have a problem with because you know why? Because we were so smart and we started those bars early on. And those bars have been pretty much nonstop running. They've been running for a while. So we have got plenty of everything that's going to make this work. So we're just going to keep going. And I've already forgotten. Look at that. That's my attention span right there. I've already forgotten how many I needed. That's too funny. Too funny. Hold on. Let's go in here again. Can I right-click on this or left-click on this to tell it my milestone? Yeah, you can't tell this to be a milestone. That would be good if you could tell that to be a milestone. But there we go. More screws. And all we need is 50 rotors here. And we're already at 40, so I think we're going to get it. That's just my thinking. Meanwhile, it's making me tons of resources. Making me tons of resources all over my plant here. And let's make 50 of these babies. Easy mode. 50, there you go. Someone was paying attention. Someone was paying attention. Now, wait till you see this launch. I think it's a really... they have a lot of really fantastic animations in here. A lot of cool things that add, you know, a little nuance to the game, right? I mean, they could have just made it where you plop it down and just like, boom, right? But they made it have, like, style. And I like that. I like it when they add style to a game. Really add something to it, especially when you're playing a lot of that game. Here we go. All right, unlocking tier 3 and 4 within the first, 5 hours here. Send. Off it goes. Boom. All right, we launched the space elevator. Now, back to our hub. Right over here. And now we look in here. Guess what? Ta-da! We got the new one. But, of course, we want to, you know, close out these old ones first before we move on. Let's go ahead and close those out. Put that in there, put that in there, and put this in here. There we go. That was about 2.5 minutes. No big deal. We can look at the other ones while we're waiting. Now we're on 3 here. Coal power. That's what we want right there. If we have the ability to make that, then we're styling, right? And then we'll get to logistics, which allow our stuff to go faster. Must go faster. And then steel production. We got improved combat, right? More inventory slots. Another upgrade right here, right? So, you know, you got your logistics, which is 3, and then immediately right to 4. And you're going to need a lot of all this stuff, including the modular frames. Now, the modular frames is where we're going to hit our big bottleneck. But this time, we're going to go all in on those modular frames. We're going to gear it up. But, of course, the first thing that we want out of all of this is the coal power, because that is going to give us basically perpetual power that we don't have to worry about anymore. We don't have to feed it in there. Speaking of power, let's go ahead and see how our power's looking. Looking good. Looking good. You know what? I feel like we're just going to feed this in here. Because that's the way you do it, right? You just keep it going without having to worry about it. Let's just feed this all in here. Get her filled up. Keep all of our stuff running while we're busy doing something else. In there. And then over here. Boom. Boom, boom, and more boom. And then take all the fuel out, sort the fuel, take 200 back for us in case we need to use our chainsaw for whatever reason. And now we're ready to rock it. All right, let's go. I've got 55 seconds till it comes back. What do we need? We need wire, and we need a little bit more of all of this stuff. Let's go reinforced iron plate. We need more screws. What a surprise. We're going to make a ton of these screws here in a minute. We are going to make a crazy ton of them. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and make that. Oh, we can actually just set our milestone. Here we go. We need 25 of those. It doesn't tell you when you got them in your inventory, too. That would be nice. We need 500 of that. That's pretty hard. Let's go over here and take a look. Oh, wow. This is almost full again. Just so you know, I also have a whole nother box full of it up here. Whole nother box completely full. Right up there. Oh, here comes our thing back again. Yay! All right, we got 14 seconds left. And then we get the next one going. So 500, we need some wire. So let's go ahead and make some wire as well. Let's see, electronics. Oh, we need cable, not wire. Make us some cable. We need 200. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Doesn't seem like a problem to me. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee. Again, I can create production for this, but I find all of that other stuff, like making the biofuel production, making the production for wire, and all of this other stuff, to be a huge waste of time. A huge waste of time at the beginning of the game. I feel like the thing you want to do is get straight to this point. Straight to this point, early on, get that coal unlocked and make your life a lot easier. And the second you get it unlocked, like a beast, like this, and put all that stuff in there. We got one more thing to make. We got to make the rotors. And then we good. We good. What do we need? Of course, more screws. We're going to need a lot of those down the road. A lot of screws. Let's get her going here. And that was it. That was it. We didn't need to make all that other stuff. I'm telling you, you don't need to. You don't need to make all that other stuff and do all that other production and try to get more resources and all of that stuff. I feel like if you do it fast enough here at the beginning, you can get right to coal, press the button, you win.
Milestone reached.
You win this game.
Long-range transportation,
that's it, you win.
as well as the construction of outposts is
I already know I
encouraged.
won.
An increased focus on the explore and exploit pillar is recommended.
Oh yeah.
Coal is 125% more efficient than biomass and can be automated.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to go automate it right now. We're going to get our automation on. Alright, so we're going to need some resources to make this happen. So we're going to check our resources we got on us right now. Let's just use one stack of that. What do we got over here? We're definitely going to need some of that. Let's grab all of that. Over here, we're going to need some plates. How are we looking on our plates? Plenty of plates in there. In fact, we could probably take a couple of those off of us for now. Poles, let's take a couple of those. 2 stacks of that. Sort that out. And now what we want to do is go ahead and look at what the next milestone we want to do. Do we want to do logistics, or do we want to just jump right to steel production or upgrade our inventory slots? But this takes a lot of stuff here, right? Especially modular frames. Modular frames do take a while to get rolling. I would say logistics would be the next one, because that's something we could literally do right now. We could make that. We got 6 minutes, and we could make that in the next 6 minutes easy. So let's go ahead and do that also while we're at it. And again, I try to burn up all these excess resources very early game. So we'll try to make 20 of these babies. And that's done. Boom. 20 of those done. Let me catch up on chat. Hey, Gwen coming in. Thank you, Gwen. I appreciate you helping out. Have a good night, Routhwall. Appreciate you coming in, Gwen, backing me up. I have an alternate recipe for screws, and it's amazing. Yeah, Woodsy, don't tell me. Don't tell me where you got it from. Don't tell me. I will get to it. Again, every time I play through, I love to come back later and do things that I hadn't done in previous playthroughs, which is, you know, run around and look for stuff. So don't tell me. But I appreciate you coming in and give me some love in the channel. Oh, wait, we're going to make a few more screws here. Try to get 20 all at the same time. Oh, see, we're diminishing our pillars there. Get some more of those on us. Oh, 5 more minutes. I think we got this. I think we got this easy mode. Easy. We crushing this. Plenty of fuel. All of our stuff still running. Piping it over here to our main hub. All on the same level. Very, very nice. All right, cable. 100. We got that easy. We got that easies. Easy modes. And I find this is my most efficient way to start. because I'm not building excess machinery, excess power, excess stuff that I have to go and do and all that. You're like, ah, Kismet, you don't have enough wire. Oh, yeah? I think you underestimate my magical powers. All right, 4 minutes left. Let's see what we got. 1,000 easy. 100 got it. 20, 23 nailed it. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to spare. So what are we gonna do while we're waiting? I don't know. Kind of look around, enjoy the beautiful sunset, the moon going by. Maybe take a little peek over this way. Man, I want to build a house right over there by that waterfall. I wonder if they're gonna build like houses, like, you know, you have your own like little a homestead. That'd be fun. Have your own little homestead over by the waterfall. All right, maybe by those waterfalls over there. Oh, there's one of our little green guys. Oh, I forgot to get him. I can't believe I forgot to get that guy. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go get that guy right here. Watch this little trick. We're going to go ahead and do this. Literally run ourselves right down to it. Whee! That's convenient. Hey, little buddy. Then we're going to take this out. Reverse it. And we out of here. I love that part. Another one over there. Another one over there. Oh, there's one there. There's a couple all over the place. Ooh, I'll be out there to get you, all you little suckers, later. I'll come and get yous. Right now, I gotta stay on target. How we looking? 3 minutes. Alright, let's just go ahead and make this one while we're at it. Power shards. And then we'll keep it right here in our base for later. Alright, anything else we can get rid of here? Yeah, get rid of all that stuff. Some extra of that. Alright, looking good. Looking good. What else can we do while we're waiting here? What else is coming up next? So we're going to do the conveyors. We're going to need that here in just a second. And steel production. Don't want to do that right now. We want to go ahead and build up our production a little bit more to accommodate those for us. Though we could make the rotors pretty easy. The real annoying thing here would be the modular frames. All the rest of the stuff is easy. It's the modular frames that are going to be the most annoying. But I guess it would be worth it to build the motors so we could have the larger storage and the conveyor. Like the inventory slots as well. Maybe we'll just do that. You know what? That's what we'll do. We'll wait for this to come down. And then we're going to go tap the oil down there. And we're going to try to get this finished up. I feel like we could be doing that while we're waiting. We got our thing on us? We do. Okay. Let's go do this while we're waiting. I got to fill in the rest of this over here. We're going to be doing foundations. Hello, it's me. Oh, that green guy. I want all of this. Cut it all down. Make it into my personal domain. Look at that. Look at that and how cool that is. They're all just kind of feeding up, right? No big old building down there. It's all up above. And again, I'll make pillars to make it look like, you know, it's actually standing on something eventually. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll say screw it. I don't feel like doing it. We'll see. I want pizza. Now I want pizza. Spent brain cells. Why you make me want pizza? Why you do that? Why you do that, bro? I am really, now I really do want pizza. Power of suggestion. All right, here we go. Boom! Look at that. Right when it's ready, drop it in there. Oh, wrong button. This one. Rotors. This. Launch. Next milestone. It'll take 8 minutes.
Milestone reached. We encourage you to consider
want this
more
one.
verticality when it comes to factory logistics to streamline.
I am
short-range
already way ahead of you,
transportation.
lady. I am so far ahead of you, it ain't funny. I am like in another stratosphere. I'm so far ahead of you. We need to. We need that. Where's our rotor? 16. How many need? 25. 25 rotors. Let's start with those. Boom. Again, I can do this like every 8 minutes. I could be upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. Just by sitting here and doing this. But the problem is if I do this too much and don't work on that power, I'm going to run out of power. And then I'll have to go collect a bunch of that stuff again. Modular frames. What do we need? Lots of screws. What a surprise. Now we're going to hit a bottleneck at some point. We're going to hit a bottleneck at some point where we just don't have enough screws or we just don't have enough stuff to keep this thing that I'm doing right now, which is doing it yourself, going. And we're going to hit that pretty soon. Right here, we need a ton of these because eventually we're going to use all this up. All right, we'll use it all up for screws or use it all up for whatever. We'll need to up our production even more. What does this need? More of these plates. Let's make a bunch of these. We need 10. So this needs 3H, that's 30. We're going to need 30 of these babies, but it's also going to use up all of our screws. And we have now almost... Oh, we got 30. We got 30. Boom, right there. Make some screws. What do you need? That's 10. Oh, it's 10. That's what we need. I was like, wait a minute, why is the math not working out? I was like, I already got it. Already got it. Already did it. Boom, done. Cable, we need 200. No problem. I'm on it. I'm on it. Get down on it. Now, every single playthrough I've done before, I've done cables right away. And I've done, you know, started to do modular frames, tried to do rotors and all of that. I feel like that was a waste of time. I felt like it's smarter just to make it yourself. Because by the time you make it, it's back usually around that time. And then you can just put it right in there and then upgrade to the next thing. So it is kind of easier to kind of fast track some of these tiers here than to have it manufacture it. Because it just costs me more fuel, more power, more running around, grabbing stuff. There we go. So we got 200 of that. We need 1500 of this. We certainly got that laying around in here. Let's take all of this. And there we go. Take that out so we have an extra thing. Let's put all of our bars back. Feel like we don't need to carry all of those around. There we go. All right, we're good. 200, 1500, 10. That wasn't too bad. 25 rotors. All right, we got about 4 minutes. Let's go build some more stuff. We're building out this way. Building out this way. Try to be very efficient. Very efficient in what I'm doing. Did someone say pizza? Said OCB? He got perked up now. He's like, oh, pizza? Who said that? Who said the pizzas? Alright, we got to get down here. Because there is something really fantastically wonderful down there. And we're going to get down there and we're going to check it out right now. Boom. Let's do it this way. Too long and I can't afford. Hold on, we gotta go back and get some plates. Fill this in while I'm at it. Oh, or I can fail. Fail at filling it in properly. Needs to be hold down like the control key or shift key to have that do it perfectly in line. And there we go. Alright, be useful while we're at it. Let's run back. Let's just cranking away on all that stuff. Let's see. We got that done. I needed plates. That's what I ran out of. We got plenty of those laying around. Running, running, running. Now, we'll eventually also make this where it has a vehicle path where we can just drive back and forth wherever we're trying to go. But once we get this going over here, set it and forget it. That's what I'll be doing. Alright, there we go. Maybe we might have to tear down to there and then tear down because we're up here pretty high. Let's try that. Let's put this... Oh, we got our new pole, too. Oh, we got a raised pole. Cool. We'll work on that in a bit, too. Alright, what are we feeling? Right down there? Oh, I felt like I was about to fall. Too long. Yep, too long. Well, we're going to have to do a little bit of this action then. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. A little bit of this and no. Oh, I have been playing for 2 hours. You're right. That's a little scary. Let's try this. Oh, I feel a winner. A W. That's a win. Whee! Out the way, stuff. Alright, right down there is something fantastico. Come on. Too long, huh? Too long or too crazy over there. Alright. Alright, that's okay. We'll get this. We'll get this going on. Right there. Hello there, my little friend. My little giant thing of coal. My pure node of coal right here. It's great to see ya. You're like, Kismet, you're going to run that all the way up there? Yep. Let's get her started. Hopefully I've got enough resources. Well, let's go. Oh, I didn't bring a miner thing, but that's okay. We brought some resources to make a thing that makes the miner thing. Even though we have a ton of them up there. We'll just make another one because we don't want to run all the way back up. Just to do that. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and get our miner. Which way do we want to face it? Probably face it directly toward it. Over this way. We don't need to put it on, you know, a bracket or nothing like that. I think we'll be fine. Going like that. And probably could tie the power from up there. Alright, I think we're good. Let's go. Let's try not to fall down anything over here while we're at it. Bushes! Bushes! Out the way! I thought there was a guy, there's a thing over here. Hold on. Them green guys around here somewhere. Kind of remember going this way, getting them green guys. Oh well, next time. Going up. You're probably wondering how I was going to get back up. Now you know. Some of you were not wondering at all. You were like, oh, I know exactly how you're going to do it, Kismet, because I just saw you do it like 2 minutes ago. Woo! That's scary right there. That little spot's pretty scary. Alright, let's do it. Let's bring her up. Alright, conveyor. Lift. Wah! And you're like, uh-oh, ha-ha, Kismet, you're screwed. Nope. Wait for it. Boom, ha-ha. I'm going to say right about there. I'm going to say there, and then we're going to fill her in. Like so. All around this little area here. Oh, that's a good one, too. Look at that. Just happens to be fairly nice that way, but still 2 this way, but oh well. Oh well. It's getting high up here now. Any falling, we're doing a lot of dying. Alright, now we got to get the power from down there. We got to get her to run right up here. We good. We good. Now here's the coolest thing. The second I start this, that ore down there doesn't ever have to stop. It will perpetuate itself forever. Alright, so we're going to bring it up this way. I feel like we're going to go ahead and fill it out on the sides. We'll just run it right down the center here. Oh, out of concrete. Story of my life, out of concrete. We're never going to have to pick up those bushes again. It's going to be awesome. We can get it done before our power kicks out. We'll see. Oh, I forgot to pick up some coal. Oh no, I got to run back down there. I forgot to pick up the coal. That happens. It happens. All right, what was the other thing I needed? I forgot. Oh, dish right over here. Boop. All right, we are crushing this playthrough. We are destroying it. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Started over, already crushing it. And we're about to go perpetual. We are about to perpetuate everything up in here. I gotta build this back out again. We got to go down there. I foolishly forgot the coal. As it happens, that was a foolish choice. I knew I would forget something. Kind of feel like I want to run out there and get that guy while we're at it, too. Let's get him, too. Let's go. Watch for little tricky guys who try to gank you. Oh, it's a yellow one. Sweet. That skill right there where you take it out while you're running. Oh, I'll forget to take it out afterwards. There we go. I foolishly forgot. We'll get this going. Oh, we're going to do it right on time, too. We're going to get this done right on time. Alright, thanks, Gwen. Alright, see what I should have done was I should have done a little bit of this. Now, the pure one is cool because when you pick it up, you're going 1-to-1, right? As opposed to a diminished amount. Didn't sneeze in your ear. What do the slugs do? They boost all your equipment. Pretty awesome. They give it a little boosty boost. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, this right now is a coal plant. This coal plant goes at 120 base because it is a pure node. Now, if we crank it up, it's going to go to 240, right? Say we put 2 of these in here. Then we get level 2, and it's going to go to 480, and so on and so forth, until that is just beastly coming out of there like nobody's business. And again, we'll just leave it down here, and we can actually upgrade it from up there. We can just aim at it, upgrade the belt and all of that stuff, and then we can just work it up there without having to run back down here over and over again like I did in my last game. We are going to forego a lot of that running around stuff so we can get this going. And I feel like it really makes it go a lot faster if you eliminate as much running around from one side to the other and then back again and all of that. I was doing that last game way too much. And I could create 2 of these, by the way. Create 2 of these, 1 up and 1 down, which I also did in my last one, but I thought, not as efficient. Gets me every time. Gets me every time. All right, now we're going to go ahead and build a coal plant. If we're... Wait, let's... oh, our thing's done. Hold on. Hold on. Well, let's put it on our thing so we don't forget. There we go. We got to make some more modular frames, but our thing is back, so we wanted to keep doing our research. So let's get over here. Let's get our research going on. Busy off getting that going. Whee! All right, research, fire it up. Boop, 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 boop. Get that in there, get that in there, our frames in there. Oh, there's a little bit more of this, and big old red button. There we go.
Milestone reached. R&D inflated your pocket dimension, added an additional
Yeah, yay, more storage.
An improved Xeno Zapper with increased strength and range.
Awesome. Awesome. So we got all that. What else? We want to put our yellow slug in our thingy here to be researched. There we go. A little yellow slug in there. Oh, yellow slug. Oh, baby. Got that going on. Looking sexy. And then, of course, probably the next thing we'll do... I feel like I want to do storage, but this is actually easier here. The steel production is the easier of the two because we can't do this one because we have to do the motor. So this is one of the ones that's gated, right? You can't do logistics before you do steel production, so you might as well do steel production. All right, let's see if we can get it done again before it comes back in 8 minutes. Let's see. We're going to need tons of screws, I'm sure. Let's do that first. Oh, we got cable. Let's do cable. That done. Again, getting a little worried about my power over here, though. Let's do the power. What are we looking at? 100. Let's get our power queued up first. All right, let's do that. Let's do rotors. And actually, we should get 2 of these going. Let's just do 2 coal generators. There we go. All right, and we'll get 10 of these going. There we go. Modular frames. We're going to need 6, but we're going to need a lot of these. Get those going. We need to grab our plates from over here. There we go. That's just so much easier. You just turn that way and just grab some more plates. So much easier. Let's see. I need 6 modular frames, which is going to be 3 each. 18. Gonna need 18 reinforced plates. Took me a second to do the math there in my head. It was like, 18. More screws. Actually, I think we need 30. Yeah, that was when we need 30. Oh, that was bad math. Bad math. And then more bars, which we probably have a ton of. Oh, yeah. Plenty of bars. Modular frames 10. There we go. Oh, we only needed 6. That's why. That's why the math was lower. We'll make 10. What the heck? We already got it now. Alright, we're good. Alright, now we're about to have an infinite amount of power, which is going to be awesome. We can just let it run. We don't have to go collect any fuel, any of that stuff, and we'll just run all the power back to there and chain it all together. And it will be running without any issue, hopefully. We'll see. Plenty of concrete here to extend our little area. It should be coming up at the proper speed, and probably end up splitting this. So let's just start it out a little bit this way. Coal generator. We're just gonna stick it fairly close to the line. We're running the line straight out. Let's say Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Conveyor straight out. And then we'll go ahead and tie these into here. And you're like, well, Kismet, wait a minute. You're going to need some fuel for that down there. How are you going to start it up? All I got to do is have a little bit of coal. Put that in here. And then you know what it's going to do? It's going to start up my coal plant down there. And then that coal plant is going to run that coal right up this line when it kicks in. And then it should run itself up and run itself over here. Let's see. Oh, here it comes already. And then, of course, when it's coming up here, we're going to go ahead and run it into here. So we'll go ahead and just to get her started here, we'll do a little bit of a splitter. Let's go ahead and just put it right here in the center. It's going to come in from this direction and run in here. Now, we can do the fine math of this, but we're not going to. Because at this point, we actually could build a lot of these coal places and just have an insane amount of power right now. Because we're not really building any steel yet. But for right now, we're just going to run it straight out. Actually, we should probably backlog it a bit into a storage. Because we're definitely going to need to do that into there. And then this in here. Then we'll have a lot of extra coal. And then as this feeds in here, it's coming up at 120 right now. Or actually coming up at 60, because that's the fastest conveyor I can do. So it's coming up at 60 right now. It's going into here at 60. Now to keep this going at maximum power would be 12. But right now, oops, see, look, I got the fuel in there. Boom. Now right now it's producing 100 megawatts. 100 megawatts is more than all of that we're producing over there. Now we can gear up this to a massive size. And this is just one power way of doing it, right? And we'll power it up and power it up more. Now we can scale up our stuff in like a massive amount. And the more we scale it up, the more we can scale it up, the more we can scale it up, and so on and so forth. And of course, as we now that we have a lot of power, we can then also tap all of these other nodes and upgrade all of this stuff as well. And we'll get to all of that here in a moment. And we'll upgrade all of our ore nodes and all of that as we go. I'm going to fill that in a little bit. And there we go. So now we also want to run our power across. So we're going to go ahead and just put one. Let's just run it down the center. Let's say, yeah, right there. Oh, is it being used? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's what I'm doing. Oh my God, that's weird. Alright, power lines. Let's keep running it. Now, these power lines can run a really, really long way. You're like, Kismet, what are you going to use all this other space for? Oh, we're going to fill all this up. We're going to fill it all up. But for right now, all we want to do is tap this into the rest of our power. Oh, we got one. Right here. Nope. Right there. Right, now that just tapped into that power. That is more megawatts than we need. And this is how you know. You take this out, and you just let it run out. Now you don't have to listen to this run, by the way, which is fantastic. These I'm just going to literally just take out. You're like, oh, Kismet, your power is going to go off. It is, until I tie this one, or tie one of these across to the other one. Let's take this out. And then we'll tie it this way to here, and this to there, and then take, actually even better, hold on, even better idea, let's just take this out, then we can tie it from here, come on, tie it from there, right to there, very nice, okay, looking good. We'll take this one out, tie that one to there. And now our power is perpetually running. We ought to do nothing. That's it. There we go. Yeah, the yellow ones give you more. Give you more charge. All right. So now I feel like we could power this up over here. Oh, wait, we need to get our pod is about to return in 22 seconds. Let's see if we can get it done. I don't think we're going to get it done in time. Here it comes. Let's get our next one unlocked. Let's go. What are we working on next? Steel is what we're working on. I feel like we get that done. Come on, let's go. Let's get her done. Again, you want this to be running while you're doing something else. That's for sure. And we'll go look at the research on that yellow one here in a second, too. I love burning up this excess resource early on, because you just get a huge backlog of this. Just when you're... Because you're just building stuff and organizing stuff and wandering around. And you can, by the way, right now, I could AFK. I could AFK and come back in 24 hours, and I would have boxes completely full of everything, because now it's perpetually running. There's nothing I need to do, and there's nothing that I've seen that comes in and actually wipes out your stuff yet. Don't tell me if there is, but nothing I've seen so far. What do we need a lot of? Screws. I think that's the next thing we're gonna put on the production line. Lots and lots of screws. Because it makes screws very, very quickly. But we need the kind of next level conveyors if we're going to be doing screws. So let's get it going. I think I already unlocked the next level, but we're going to really need a lot very, very soon. Whoa, 43 rotors. Oh, wait, we needed more. We needed more rotors. We needed more. Well, let's just make as many as we got. Make as many as we got, and we'll figure out how many we need to make left. Alright, can't afford because I don't have enough screws. Well, I just happen to have a lot of stuff I can make more screws. I can make a lot more. And rotors. Done. Alright. What else we need? Modular frames. Need a ton of these, which means we need a ton of these, right? Yeah, do a ton of this. Ton more screws. Actually, let's get some more of these. Take all. Might as well just grab them all because I'm going to be using up a ton. Reinforced iron plates. We need 10 of those, so again, we need 30. We have 4. We'll see how it goes. We'll make 20 of them. Let's see how that goes. Oh, not enough space. Not enough space. Story of my life. Always overburdened. Let's do it. So we need 6 more is what we need. Oh, I think we might have it. Oh, there it is. Boom. Nailed it. Alright, over here. Those away. Yep. Let's not forget to take a couple of them out. There we go. Over here. We need 1,000. Got it, no problem. Over here, we are ready to rock. Boom. Boom. 200, 100, 100. This and that. And this is the fastest I've ever done this. This is the fastest I've ever gone through here. We're just absolutely crushing it.
Steel production
only happens with wife aggro. There you go. That's the only thing to watch out for.
Efficiency of new pipelines. A collection of new, more complex parts is now available for crafting.
Weep. Yay, we got steel production going now. Very nice, very nice. The next thing is logistics, and I feel like let's see how many. What does it take to make some motors here? Want to just do? We just want to do some motors, or what? How many we need? I didn't put the thing up there. I'm gonna just finish this sucker off. You know what? Let's just finish it off. Let's just see what we can do here. Motors. I think motors take a while. because you got to make stators, which you've got to make a bunch of steel pipes, and you've got to get make a lot of steel ingots from those steel pipes. So I feel like that's a good one to do next time. All right, let's go ahead and put our stuff back. Nope, stuff back. Stuff back. Sort. Take a couple stacks. Couple stacks. Couple stacks. Put that in there. Let's see. Sort. That's nom nom. So I have a little nom nom there. There we go. And let's see. We need to make our thing again, right? Did we get rid of it? I think we did. Our equipment workshop. Right over there. Now we can make our little thing. Our Xeno Basher. 5 of those. 2 of these. Alright, so let's go and take this out. So it'll count. There we go. We need wire and we need some modular frames. Alright. We need cable and modular frames. Oh, I forgot to tag it. I forgot to tag it. Alright. Right click it. Click to add to do. There we go. More cable. Not wire. I keep thinking that's wire, but it's not. It's cable. We need a lot more of this. And so we need 5, so we need 15. No problem. No problemo. Alright, one more of these things. Xeno Zapper. Oh. And one more of those plates. Xeno Zapper. Oh, there we go. Xeno Basher. Oh, more cable. More cable. Alright, trolling me. There we go. One more and... Alright, now we can go ahead and put that on us. Whoop. And we can also put our chainsaw and our food and our thing on us. So very, very cool. Alright, so that's good. So we got our next milestone. How are we looking in here? Oh, we're all done.
The crystals on this slug can be harvested and converted into 2 power shards that function with current fix-it technology. Several buildings would be capable of performing over 100% capacity if infused. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
Oh, that we can unlock. Let's go do that. Hub Tier 2. Let's go look. Tier 2. Yellow shard. Let's select that one. I think we got that. That should be fairly easy. Right over here, huh? Man, this is so much better. This is so much better. 500, 200, 200 over here. Alright, we got a bunch of fuel on us here. What we got in here? More fuel. No longer need this back here. Oh, just extra stuff laying around. And how much time we got? 5 minutes? Alright. Let's see. This is coming out at... Oh, we can upgrade our miners now. So let's work on that. What do we need for miners? We need steel pipes, steel beams, all that stuff. So we need to get those going. So first we'll get our steel going. Yeah, we need to tap all these other locations. That's what we need to do. 1, 2, 3 more of those. For sure. We'll get our portable miners. Put them suckers over here. 1, 2, 3. Use those up. We need to make a lot more resources. We're gonna gather a crazy ton more resources and bring them together so that we can make tons of stuff. And we'll come back to all this other stuff, I think, next time. I think that's probably good. Let's go ahead and get a nice bird's eye view of my factory here. I feel like we'll go ahead and put it right here in the center of the base, where we can kind of look at it each time as the base continues to grow. All right. Boom. Here we go. So we got that pumping out of there. Now, those three are already full over there. I should probably go look at that. And then, of course, our concrete coming in very nicely over there. Over here, our bars are coming in. Our plates are coming in. We've got perpetual power now. And we can fill that whole area in with power over there. I mean, an insane amount of power. But we're going to need a portion of that coal also for our steel generation, which will run some over there. And then we'll bring up some more coal from that side. And we'll have so much coal and so much stuff. And over on that far side over there, we'll fill that all in with our steel generation. And then we'll run those all into boxes, and we'll have those all come back over here into here. And we'll start raising the stuff off the ground as well. We'll start using our logistic stuff here, this one right here. We'll start lifting up off the ground. We can also use our higher conveyors and higher conveyor belts and all that. But we're going to need a lot of this generation here, which is the reinforced iron plates. We're going to need to make a lot of those as well. So we're going to be very, very busy next time, building lots and lots of infrastructure and bringing up lots of stuff and starting to build out. And as we build out, of course, we'll build out toward all of the resources that we're just going to be bringing up and bringing up and bringing up. And then, of course, we're going to modulize it around that resource so that it's making it and then sending it back to our hub, which we can then either use to upgrade our hub or put it in eventually in our space elevator. But we really need to gear up our power. So that'll be like the main thing that we work on probably next time. We'll put in a lot of power. Just have so much extra power that we don't have to worry about the power kicking off in the future. We'll get that going. Kismet, as always, been a pleasure and inspirational to be here. But a man's got to go. Keep you, speak to you soon. Well, take it easy, man. I'm going myself. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for being here. So I think that is my best start so far. I think we crushed it. Let's go ahead and save. We're going to call it Crushed It. Crushed it. Bam. Confirm. That was 5 hours. That was almost 6 hours right there. On the dot. So about 6 hours, we got it crushed. Absolutely beautiful. We got upgraded. And I feel like we're at the area now where we need to really gear up, go around, grab all the nodes, grab all the power shards, upgrade all of our stuff so that it's producing more of each and every resource, so we can be producing a lot more of each and everything that we need to produce, you know, our steel and all that other stuff. So we're going to be gearing all that up next time. So let's go back to my overseer's office. Let's go. All right, you guys got that love right there in the chat. Let's go ahead and get that love going. Go ahead and highlight that that Kismet love train, the first one there, and paste it right back into the chat. This way I know you guys are hyped and ready to go against some raid targets here. Let's see if we got anybody lined up. I think my mods, we're probably not able to line anybody up, but let's just go see if we've gotten some of these peeps already. Gotta wait for an ad. Wait for an ad. Let's see if we got anybody queued up and ready to go. That's like watching an ad on a channel that's hosting another channel. That's too funny. Let's see. Playing some 7 Days to Die there. Playing some Stardew Valley. More Stardew Valley. Oh, man. So hard to decide. Decisions, everybody. I have a hard time picking peeps. Let's see if we can find somebody who is currently playing some of the game I'm playing right now. Satisfactory. Brain. My brain, I tell you, sometimes it takes a while to kick in. Now, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and hit that follow button so you know the next time I go live while I'm queuing up this raid. It's going to help you a lot. Wow, I'm number one. I'm number one in Satisfactory right now. Wow. All right. Well, let's see who else we can get. Who have we not gotten? Oh, this guy's working on plastic right now. Look at him go. Oh, he's doing the big stuff. Oh, he's got spaghetti going on right there. That's some spaghetti right there. That's what I was doing the other day. Let's see. Who else can we try to get? Yeah, I feel like we'll get this guy. He's pretty far along. I think it's pretty cool looking. He's getting this stuff rocking and rolling. Look at that. He's got that high speed stuff running. Let's look at this dude. All right, his name is Fryo Gaming. We're going to go ahead and get him. He's got 2,865 followers. He's about to have about 350 people more in his channel right now. About 89 people's channel. That's pretty good for 2,000 followers. We're going to go ahead and show him some love. Let's blow it up. All right, now. There we go. Specimen coming in there showing the love. Let me close down all of this other stuff. There we go. Let me get that raid queued. There we go. And then we're going to get this going over here. There we go. And start raid. Boop. There we go. That's going to queue it up. Now, if you haven't hit the follow button, now's your chance. Now's your chance to hit that follow button. Check out the stream. Next time, I'll be back again because I'm streaming every single day on behalf of these awesome people over here. Try to get them to TwitchCon. If you did enjoy the stream, come back tonight, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be playing some Fallout 76 and, of course, working on our mega base here, building up our power and doing all sorts of fun stuff. I can't wait till next time because I'll be right back. At least that's how it'll feel to me. Like I was just here a second ago. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night. I love you.
Bye, everybody. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.